Are ghosts real?
What the?
One of the most terrifying places in America.
We got some famous ghosts here.
The Villisca Axe murder house. We are finally going to sleep and investigate in the Conjuring house.
Get ready to get wet out there.
Well, we're finally here. The Conjuring house.
Gorgeous night.
Normally for, Hollywood, they make the house spookified and all that stuff, but
I think it actually looks nicer in the film.
in the middle of the woods, no less.
No one will hear us
Scream,
get
yeah,
our
very
insides pulled out.
good. Well, shall we?
Get on in there, Burgoos.
This week, on the season premiere of the final season of BuzzFeed Unsolved Supernatural, we investigate the Arnold estate as part of our ongoing investigation into the question, are ghosts real? Now, considered by many to be one of the most haunted houses in America, many people know this place by another name, the Conjuring house. That's right, in our final season, we are finally going to sleep and investigate in the Conjuring house, the house that inspired the first Conjuring film. And as you do know, and as everybody else there knows, I will only do one demonic investigation per season.
Okay.
And herein lies my sacrifice for this season. We're just starting off with it.
Yeah, I guess so. Might as well. Hey, if you're gonna get wet, you might as well go swimming. That's what I say.
Are you kind of like a dip your toes in the pool kind of guy? Or
I
are you
literally
like a...
just fucking said, if you're gonna get wet, you might as well
Yeah,
go
I'm
swimming.
asking you by the methodology.
I'm jumping!
Well, then that's
I laid my ass on a pentagram. Do you think I dip my toes in the pool?
I don't know, maybe you kind of are a guy who likes to work your way in.
Absolutely
That goes
not.
against everything I do know about you, but I just wanted to give you the courtesy of
The
asking.
Ghoul Boy promise is that we get wet. Right?
I guess that's the slogan we're running with this last season, so...
Get ready to get wet out there.
Well, let's get into it. Built in 1736 in Harrisville, Rhode Island, the 3,100 square foot home still sits on the original stone foundation that dates back to before the American Revolution. The 3-bedroom, 2-bath house went on to endure the Revolutionary War, the Civil War, and relentless storms, including the hurricane of 1938 that destroyed many other homes and barns in the south of New England.
That's an old ass house.
It is an old
Final season, let's get right into it. That's an old ass house.
I can guarantee you this, every house we're going to be in is going to be old as hell. A former resident of the home theorized that the Arnold estate's resilience may be due to a far more nefarious reason, that the home is in fact, quote, a portal cleverly disguised as a farmhouse, end quote. And unfortunately for one family, that portal would lie dormant until they moved in, and the Arnold estate became a living nightmare. Sometimes houses just be creepy. There's not really any particular reason why this house is creepy or, as you like to say, a hellmouth.
Yeah.
But sometimes I kind of like the idea of a family just being patient zero just because.
Yeah.
Like everyone seems to think that the devil has this kind of intricate plan and things have to make sense. What if sometimes he just spins a globe and it's just
throws a dart at the board, yeah.
right there. That's where I'm gonna take a dump on a family.
I mean, that makes the most sense. He's sort of an agent of chaos, you know?
I'm not scared of this demon.
Yes, you are.
I am. Why don't I go back outside?
Oh, do you not like it in here?
Yeah, I love it in here, dude.
Do you not like the vibes?
Yeah, I love that they made a successful horror franchise off of how horrific this house is.
Judging by one room, I think this might be the nicest place we've ever stayed.
You said that everywhere we've gone.
Well, I find them very charming. This place could make a killing on Airbnb. This place is a lot more rustic.
I guess so, yeah, it's more cabin-like, that's for sure.
In a way that I find very sexy.
Hey, look at this, our old pal.
Yeah, what is this, a replica? She doesn't go on tour?
No, this is a replica. I don't think they would allow the real Annabelle to be, I guess, a dining room table.
We've met your sister. She was weak sauce. Now she lives in my rib cage. What do you think of that?
You're a fraud. I'm just unnerved by a house that's evil and horrible for no reason. Are you not? I actually find it more comforting to know, well, obviously horrible things happened here, therefore.
Take this opportunity It was missed, but I just fully watched that door swing open and freaked out.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me. So
This place is full of them tonight. Who we just entered.
how could?
Folks, he's already got the wiggles. We got a class 5 wiggler here. He ain't feeling it. Now that's your little ghost alarm. Is this the one that...
This door opened from that way.
It's not doing it now.
What the fuck?
I mean, it seems to be prone to that.
Already doing it, huh?
Well, you know. Did you ladies do this? Huh?
I'd like to do a little test. Perhaps the house is old. Maybe the moving around could make it open.
Okay. That's a lot of jumping. Okay. Yep, that's a good test, I guess. All right. Okay, all right, you dropped your little ghost thing.
Did that satisfy you?
Yeah, but I would like to point out that with just, you know.
It was a little bit harder of a push than you thought. It was a little harder of a push than that.
No, but I'm saying like
let
when
the
it's,
record show
when
that
it's
your
wedged.
face.
But look at this. Scary.
Yeah, but it was definitely closed.
Okay, maybe it wasn't though. Who's in here? Okay, we got more of the Annabelles. And there's Ryan Bergara. What did you look afraid?
In this library, our audio recorder picked up these unexplained voices.
Wait, it's reaction. Wait, it's reaction. Wait, it's reaction.
It said that books fly off this shelf,
Oh,
which is kind of cool.
yeah, that is kind of cool.
Bookcase right here, guys. Take a book off of it. Slap me in the kisser. I want some text on my lips.
Don't do that with your lips.
Come on, right there. Don't you want to throw a book at this cocky little, by some accounts, decent looking face?
Is this the season of smooching ghosts? Okay, what if this is our new test for the season? We close our eyes and we both make kissy faces and see if either of us get kissed by a ghost.
No, this is the technique that you learn at ghost hunting school. They teach you this on day 1.
Best in the biz. I didn't feel anything.
I didn't feel anything either.
This room is clear!
In December of 1970, Roger and Carolyn Perrin, along with their 5 daughters, Nancy, Christine, Andrea, Cindy, and April, moved into the Arnold estate. According to her first-hand account, Andrea Perrin said that her mother Carolyn, quote, discovered the farm quite by accident, back in June of that same year. While Andrea remembers the previous owner of the property as, quote, an elderly gentleman who captured our hearts with his kindness and generous spirit, other sources report that neighbors told the Perrins to, quote, leave the lights on at night upon their move into the historic house.
Do you think that elderly gentleman was the fucking devil?
It's possible. Would you make a deal with the devil?
Yeah.
What would it be for?
Whatever.
Just a general
Whatever
deal?
he's got, I'll take it.
You'd have an overall deal with the devil?
How would you? Why are you already shaking my hand?
Wait, I don't know how I feel about this. Maybe I don't want to make a deal. Let's settle down now.
It's too late. You're in contract with Shane Madej now.
The parents' experiences with the supernatural started fairly innocently. Carolyn would find herself noticing small things, like a broom being out of place, strange noises coming from different rooms, or piles of dust in the kitchen where she'd just swept. In the beginning, the Perrin family believed the apparitions they began to witness within the Arnold estate to be benevolent. The spirits would act up, or become increasingly loud when guests would be over. Carolyn Perrin once saw 2 men sitting in the dining room, one of whom looked directly at her, then pointed to her so the other man could get a look. Andrea joked that, to them, she was the ghost. Recently in this area of the house, one woman heard a disembodied clap and observed the apparition of a woman in a white dress just outside the kitchen window. Others have even heard a woman's voice greet them with an eager and welcoming hello. So this is the dining room. I have a thermal cam set up in my hand here, and that's because they saw a woman in white outside these windows.
Woman in white. Where the white lady's at?
I don't know, I feel like you should say it differently, but I guess that works. Is there anybody in here with us right now? My name is Ryan.
I'm Shane.
If there's anybody who would like to communicate, make your presence known. You can move something. You could touch one of us.
Give us a massage. Hey, we're back in the saddle after 2 years of not ghost hunting. You know how sad that makes me? Ooh.
It makes him so sad.
It makes me so sad. Now I'm here with my friend, and this is the first time we're back on the trail. I mean, how long has it been since we just walked around a room together and looked at the stuff?
That's true.
Check this shit out. Whoa.
The fucking creepy
Hey,
chandelier.
why are they hanging dead plants from the ceiling?
That's actually kind of unnerving. I don't like that.
It looks like some witch stuff. But all due respect to the witches out there.
This is also the room where two gentlemen were spotted by Carolyn Perrin, just sitting there, and they pointed at her as if she was the ghost.
Love that. Love a confused ghoul.
Love an others situation.
Yeah.
Who's in this house?
Can I sit down?
You can sit down. Why not?
I'll join you.
Come take a seat on Papa's lap.
No.
Okay, the chair works too.
Yeah.
All right, folks. I'm gonna ask again. Who is in this house? I know there's something demonic here, but why?
What are you doing here? What's the deal?
What's your name?
What's your whole situation?
Are there any other entities here that aren't demonic?
What if someone's just like, yeah, hi, my name's Greg.
There's a freaky lady downstairs. And dare I say, I think she wants to hurt me.
She won't talk to me.
So now we're going into the kitchen. Apparently they picked up an EVP in here of a woman saying hello, as well as a disembodied clap, kind of like the film. And a lady, a woman in white, staring through this window very creepily. I'm not gonna lie, if I came in here to make myself a bag of popcorn on the stove or in this microwave, and I was like, oh, I can't wait to eat this popcorn. Ah!
Oh yeah, you saw
A face
lady.
right there?
Yeah.
I'd lose my mind, I'd shit my pants.
Anybody out there?
Hello?
No, I don't see anybody.
Seeing as how this is the Conjuring house, I'm sure you guys are used to this. I have in my hand right here a device. And for the first time this season, we're breaking it out.
Let's start the end of this series correctly.
Shayna, why don't you tell the folks what this is?
Well, ghosts, this is a stupid little radio. Come on, man. You gotta give us some heads up on that. You can't just fucking record that.
I got tired of you yakking.
Demon! Where the demon at? Come on!
Okay, come on, take it easy. Fuck it. What's the non-human entity in this house?
Oh, he's off. He's off and running now. He found his courage.
What is the non-human entity in this house? What's in this kitchen with us right now? My name is Ryan.
I'm Shane.
If you want to communicate with us, say our names back to us.
Say him backwards. It'd be fun for the viewers, because then they could reverse it and be like, what did he say? It'd be like a cool ARG.
Yeah.
We invite you to make a nice little home in the soul of Ryan Bergara.
Nope, in the soul of Shane Madej.
For some time, the parents peacefully coexisted in their home along with the spirits trapped within. The youngest Perrin daughter, April, became friends with a spirit who lived in her closet. April believed the spirit in her closet to be Oliver Richardson, although the ghost could also have been Olive Richardson, a woman who died in 1867 and whose grave marker is just 10 short miles from the Arnold estate.
Any kind of entity that befriends a child, especially the youngest child, I don't like that.
Nah, dude.
I don't like that.
Don't be a creep. Yeah.
That ghost is up to no good.
Oh, for sure.
I don't trust this ghost.
Well, they prey on the vulnerable. Children are, they're more susceptible to things.
Do you think that's why they prey on me instead of you?
Because you look like a child?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you think I'm lifting all these weights?
Who's this buff little boy?
Who's that buff 6-year-old? I'm gonna haunt him, but
Let's haunt his ass.
I'm a little scared about this one. So this is April's bedroom. This was the youngest of the Perrin daughters. And she was said to have a little pal who lived in that little closet right there, named Oliver. However, when talking to the site rep here, they actually said that the little boy that hangs out there is actually named Manny.
Oh.
People have caught said little boy on thermal.
Oh, so you got your little
So I got my thermal here.
predator cam out.
Oh look, I sat on that rocking chair right before we started rolling here, and you could see my whole ass mark. Man, that's a hot ass.
That's a hot ass.
That's the hottest ass the internet's ever seen. God damn, look at those buns!
Let me sit in this chair and see if the wood retains anything.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Okay. Oh, this is fun. Okay, I'm gonna try and be real warm.
Yeah, think warm thoughts. Think Chipotle.
Anything?
Oh yeah, dude, look at this. You are making that baby glow.
Wow!
Hey,
I didn't know it did that. That's incredible.
Get a shot at this, take a look at this. That's YouTube's ass right there.
Wow, you can really see my ass.
Look at how pronounced that crack is.
I'm surprised you don't see it.
I'm surprised
my sack.
Anyways, let's try and find this kid. He's in the closet.
Can't believe how pronounced my crack was.
That's pretty good.
That's the closest we've ever gotten to an actual ghost on this show.
Is there anybody in here with us? I know you saw us being very childish in this room. Butts are funny. Is there anybody in here?
This is Manny's closet.
Did you say something?
I said this is Manny's closet. Did you hear something in there?
Yeah, sounded like a girl.
What'd you hear, boy?
Like, ha. Hey, stop. Like, that sounded like stop.
Stop. Shut up.
Manny, are you in here? I really hope not, because this is where I'm sleeping.
Guests who later stayed in the home said to have witnessed a ball moving independently around the floor, doors opening on their own, and cell phones getting knocked off the nightstand with no explanation. The family even witnessed the appearance of a father, son, and dog at the top of the staircase on several occasions. But despite their best efforts, the ghostly trio would never make eye contact nor acknowledge the family in any way.
Ghost dogs,
Maybe we could bring a little treat, you know?
That's a good idea, milk bone.
Or maybe you could dress up like a cat.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
I'm gonna make this very clear. Are we gonna put on cat ears at this location? Yes. Is it a joke? Absolutely not.
If I'm a ghost,
Yeah.
dog aside, if I'm a ghost dog, of course I'm gonna bark at a cat. But if I
Exactly.
see two men
Dressed like a cat.
dressed like cat, crawling up the stairs and being sort of like, meow, I'll be
Yeah.
like, yeah, what the fuck are you doing? I'm summoning all my ghost energy to vocalize into the physical world, hey, what the fuck are you doing? It's been nearly 2 years since we've sat down at the supernatural desk and gone out on our ghost hunts.
That's fair.
And in that time, as we were coming up on this season, it occurred to me, and I'm not even joking about this, we are the best ghost hunters who ever lived.
I agree with that.
I'm not fucking joking.
There's no point
This
in
is
us.
not a joke.
There's no point in us dimming our light anymore.
No.
Okay? And you're gonna see that right meow.
We hear there's a ghost dog? No, you don't have a cat, do you? Sort of purring like a cat man. Yeah, you gotta really purr.
Is there a ghost dog yet? Just think, when we started this, did you ever think you'd be on your knees looking up a staircase with cat ears on?
You know what? I did.
Me too.
But then, things took a turn. Just 3 years after moving in, the Perrin family began noticing the smell of rotting flesh permeating their home. And while the smell was certainly enough to concern the young family, it was what came after that truly terrified them. In the early morning hours, the family would wake to the wafting stench of death. And like clockwork, at exactly 5:15 a.m., the Perrin children began being pulled and flung from their beds by what the family believed to be demonic possession.
Oh yeah. Check it out, children. You can use this mag light to communicate with us. I don't know why he smelled it like that. With this light, you'll be able to tell us, simple yes or no questions. This light will, turn on randomly, I will admit that. However, it will also turn on if you tap it. And therefore, we could maybe garner intelligent responses from it. Did someone just open a door?
Sure sounded like it, huh?
Someone just opened a door somewhere in this house.
You'll have to go check that out.
Me? And not you?
Well, I'm getting the mag light ready.
Fuck. Hello? Who's there?
Good luck.
Who just opened the door down here? Guys? The front door's open. Completely wide open.
Is that scary? Does that not sit well with you?
You fucking kidding me? As is the basement door. Oh my god, the hair on my fucking neck is standing up. Who's here? Jesus Christ, fucking scared the shit out of me.
Probably want to close that. Does that close all the way? Oh, how'd you do that?
Put a little elbow grease into it, I guess.
Okay, great. Bergie don't like that.
I don't. Do you like that? You shouldn't like that.
I mean, I think it's just a windy night. Was it you, Annabelle?
Fucking weird. Okay, let's go back upstairs. Is the fun starting? Let's mark that down as 1 point for the Bugaras. That's 2 doors opening since we've been here.
The Bugaras do need some points, so feel free to add that to the Bugara roster. All right, we've settled. We've addressed the door issue.
Now whatever was out there is in here. As you can see, that light is on right now. If there's something in here with us right now, turn the light off right now. And it is trying to turn off. You're gonna have to try harder than that, pal.
If you'd like to hurt us, turn the light off right now. Nice. What do you hear?
What do your ears hear? I thought I heard like whispering.
Do you hear whispering?
Which? Listen to this. Listen to this.
Maybe it's not doing it, but it just sounded like hushed whispering.
For a second, they're just like.
I don't know. I could see how maybe.
You see what I'm saying, though, right?
Make you see.
I thought I heard. I'm not.
Hear the rain. No, that was a genuine look on your face. I don't think you were hamming it up there. You know what rain sounds like, so I know you're accounting for that.
For a brief second there, I thought I heard something whisper, "Turn the light off." That's why I freaked out. And then after that, it started sounding just more kind of inaudible. I couldn't really pick it up.
Well, turn the light off then, huh? If you're a demon, turn the light off.
Was it mocking you? It could be telling us to turn our lights off.
Well, then let's turn them off.
Who's opening doors in this house? That's you? Okay. Who is this? Is this anybody, or is this just, we're just looking at a random event here?
If you're a little ghost child and you're going to wait till Ryan Bergara closes his eyes, and then when he opens them, you're going to be standing in the corner of his room in shadow, but he'll be able to make out your ghastly little figure. Just go ahead and turn that light off. Right.
Oh, fuck. Did you see that?
Lightning?
A flash of lightning at the same time that turned off.
The heavens are opening up.
That was horrific.
Unfortunately for the parents, and what they couldn't have known then, was they were already caught in a web of events that would eventually lead to what Andrea Perrin would later call, quote, the most terrifying night of her life. It all started around 1974. Carolyn Perrin was lying on the sofa in the living room when suddenly she felt a sharp pain in her calf muscle. The muscle began to spasm, and when she looked closer, she noticed a pool of blood right where she'd felt the injury. She scanned the sofa for bees or anything else that could have stung her leg, but found nothing.
You know, when you wake up in a pool of your own blood, the first thought is,
Fuck, are there bees here?
where's that dang bee? He got me again. You know how all bees stab you with a machete?
Let me scan for bees, really.
This is where she was lying when she got stabbed by what she, I guess, assumed was bees, as one would assume. But we don't have to talk about that right now. It's certainly an odd thing to assume.
Well, you know, you jump to conclusions when you feel a stabbing pain in a place where you usually take nice little naps.
I'm lying on the couch where you attacked Carolyn Perrin, whatever is in this house. Now we're both sitting on the couch.
What do you think of that?
Why did you attack her? Is this your couch? Is this your house?
What's your deal, ma'am? What's all this then? What are you doing? What are you doing in here? We know a lot of stuff has gone down in here. We got some Ouija boards over there? Ryan, what do you think about that?
We're gonna use those later for a seance.
But now you don't approve of Ouija boards, do you?
No, I don't. But I also don't approve of not getting evidence in our final season.
Oh, that's gonna be a rough one for you then.
Well, we already got a door opening. Could
I
you
guess
close
so.
that door? Whatever's inside this house, can you close that door? Just to show us that you're here.
Go ahead, close that door.
Oh, my hand's shaking.
Did the door close?
No.
Oh, okay. Mark that down as a point for the Shanians.
What a dick. Unbelievable.
As to why Carolyn was being targeted, Andrea Perrin believed that, quote, whoever the spirit was, she perceived herself to be mistress of the house, and she resented the competition my mother posed for that position, end quote. After being attacked in the living room, Carolyn and Roger Perrin had had enough. Desperate and in need of answers, the Warrens were finally called in.
Oh boy.
Let's go, baby. Do you think ghosts talk among themselves?
Like,
And they know?
the Warrens.
Yeah, they're like, wow, we must be doing a pretty good job.
Yeah.
We've made it to the big leagues.
And then we show up and they're like, oh, okay.
These two walk in. Dude, I think we're gonna be in a James Wan film.
Ed and Lorraine Warren had founded the New England Society for Psychic Research in 1952, and at that time were arguably the most famous paranormal experts in the US. Their investigations include that of the Amityville house, as well as the possession of a Raggedy Ann doll thought to be haunted by Unsolved alumnus Annabelle Higgins.
Your good old
Unsolved
pal.
alumnus. That's
Your-
sweet.
Your good old pal Annabelle.
Yeah, raggedy ass
She
brats.
did say she was going to kill you.
Hey, keep at it, I guess.
The Warrens arrived in Rhode Island and began their investigation. Upon seeing Carolyn Perrin's injury, the Warrens became convinced that the demonic presence who had harmed her was none other than the former neighbor of the Arnold estate, Bathsheba Sherman. Born in 1812, Bathsheba Sherman lived on the farm just next door to the Arnold estate with her husband, Judson. During her lifetime, Bathsheba had come under scrutiny after an infant mysteriously died in her care. The baby was examined, and it was determined that the death was caused by a large sewing needle piercing the base of its skull. Branded a witch, local townspeople suspected that Bathsheba had killed the child to sacrifice it to the devil.
I can't be doing that.
Stabbing babies in the head?
Yes.
That's a pretty strong stance to take on that one. Are you sure?
Yeah. You know, we don't
We
like
have-
to get too political on this show.
Yeah,
but
I know.
That's one that we're going to draw a line.
That's a real brave thing of you to say,
Don't stab a baby in the head.
specifically with a sewing needle.
And yeah, I'll go one step further with anything.
There is no evidence of a court case finding her innocent, but her name was legally cleared, though the public was never convinced, and neither was Lorraine Warren. Now sure that the demonic presence in the Arnold estate was Bathsheba Sherman, Warren posited that she could have taken the sewing needle with her to the afterlife and used it to stab Carolyn on the couch.
It doesn't look good if a baby is stabbed in the head and you're the last person to have been taken care of it.
No, I like that they're like, well, the town still didn't like her after that. And it's like, yeah, because she was watching a baby and the baby got stabbed.
It's not great. Sucks if she didn't do it. But I
Yeah.
mean,
If a lady was like, well, they said I was a witch, but they didn't have any proof, even though that baby did get stabbed.
to be fair, have we checked the neighborhood for bees?
Bathsheba Sherman died in May 1885, and some legends claim that the suspected witch's body, quote, literally turned to stone, end quote, upon her death, while others believe she died from a, quote, bizarre form of paralysis, end quote. No matter how Bathsheba died, however, it was now up to the Warrens to figure out why she had come back. They decided the best way to communicate with her was to hold a seance. In 2013, Lorraine Warren told USA Today of the seance at the Arnold estate. Quote, "The things that went on there were just incredibly frightening. It still affects me to talk about it today." End quote.
It's time for another seance.
This is the very room in which they performed the exorcism with the Warrens.
That's great.
And now we're gonna have a seance.
have a blast.
Of course, we have our Ouija board right here.
Yeah.
And we have our candles. We got the planchette. But no good seance is performed without protection. So I got something that you're gonna really like.
We got condoms? What are you doing? What is going on right now? What is that? You brought...
I'm packing.
Oh! Your little friends.
I got 2 guns, one for each of us.
I get one? Is
That's
this holy
right.
water?
That's holy water, baby. And as always, with a seance, you do need an offering. And I thought, what better offering than the treats that they hand to us on the plane, the ones you don't really like. These are honey graham crackers. So, here you go. Just put a cup. Are you drinking the holy water? It's disgusting. Now, you'll notice that I do have a gat in my hand, but that's just in case you try and pull any, throwy business. If you try and throw me, you get sprayed. You talk to me out of turn, you get sprayed. You touch any of us where the sun don't shine,
You get sprayed.
you're getting wet. Just setting the rules here. Those are my boundaries. And my therapist says it's very important to set boundaries.
And these ghosts, this is primarily for the demons, huh? Because ghosts don't give a shit about water, right?
Is mine loaded? No, it's loaded.
Oh, why would you do that?
The night of the seance, Roger and Carolyn Perrin made sure the children were kept away. But that didn't stop Andrea and her sister Cindy from secretly watching everything that transpired that night. According to Andrea, once the seance started, quote, "I thought I was going to pass out. My mother began to speak a language not of this world, in a voice not her own. Her chair levitated," end quote, and quote, "a power not of this world threw her 20 feet into another room," end quote.
Why don't we close our eyes and see if it lands on any specific letter?
Okay.
Let's also hum while we do it, because I feel like that'll, I don't know.
That doesn't make sense, but I'm on board.
Okay.
And I think that's pretty much just this show in a nutshell.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Oh, you motherfucker!
Roger Perrin later said of his wife that night that, quote, "she was possessed. Her entire body was distorted, and it lasted several hours until they de-demonized her, and then I threw them out," end quote.
Well, you better start moving it. Otherwise, I'm going to eat all your graham crackers.
Uh-oh. There goes your sacrifice. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Close the door.
Nothing? Good.
G-O-O-D-B-Y-E. Goodbye. Portal's closed.
Okay.
Despite closing the seance, an audio recorder left recording in this spot overnight picked up this disembodied voice. Is this the voice of Bathsheba Sherman? Carolyn Perrin, quote, "utterly drained and in pain," end quote, agreed with her husband, having said, quote, "the Warrens tried to help, but we essentially found things got worse around them," end quote.
Wonder why they cut that out of the movie.
I wish that movie ended with them being like, "Can you fuck off?"
However, following the Warren seance, the Perrins reported no further malevolent supernatural events within their home. Andrea Perrin stated that the family simply, quote, accepted the fact that we were not living there alone, end quote, and lived, quote, pretty happily most of the time, until they moved out of the house in 1980. And yet, here the Arnold estate sits, still open to those who are brave or stupid enough to explore it. Is Bathsheba Sherman actually gone, or is she simply waiting for the next viable host? And could she be biding her time in a place that once reeked of rotting flesh? Andrea Perrin said her family steered clear of the dirt-floored cellar, and when her father was forced to venture below to make repairs to the home's heating equipment, quote, he would go downstairs and feel this cold, stinking presence beside him, end quote. In the years since, others have found old children's drawings of a, quote, crooked neck lady, end quote, crumpled and discarded in the hidden depths of the home. One paranormal investigator even witnessed the apparition of a woman with a broken neck lingering around the subterranean well that dates back to when the house was first built. So tonight, we'll explore the Arnold Estate's cellar to see if Bathsheba Sherman really was vanquished that fateful night in 1974, or if she's still here, waiting.
This is apparently where the crooked neck lady resides. Ugh.
Yeah, that's a basement. That's a basement if I ever seen one.
As I said, this used to be a daycare at one point. I guess somebody claimed they saw a crooked neck lady down here. And then, when they started to move furniture down here to clear up space upstairs, this, from the days of the daycare, was found. And look what one of the kids drew on the inside of it.
Is that the crooked neck lady?
Yeah.
Whoa!
How creepy to see something down here and then to later find furniture with the likeness of the thing you saw drawn on it.
That's crazy. That's a cool lady.
Look at her eyes. They have X's on them?
Yeah, she doesn't look well. If I woke up and saw that in the mirror, I'd be like, today is not my day. You know.
And now, ahead of our horrifying sleepover at the Conjuring House, Shane and I will investigate the basement individually.
All right, big boy. It's time to put you underground.
What am I looking for? Bathsheba and the neck lady?
Yeah, both of them.
Okay, heading back down into the basement here. That's fairly gross. That's a gross basement. Crooked neck lady? Were you chilling in this puddle? No. Bathsheba? Are you around? Huh? Why don't you just come on out? I'm alone down here, so prime meat, prime target. Come on. Come get me. I'm gonna go explore the space a bit. Crooked neck lady! Why's your neck like that? What you done, huh? Who did that to your neck? You wanna do the clap game? Here we go. How's that?
Ryan, what are your thoughts going down there into the basement? Any plans to see the bent neck lady?
Flashlight as a microphone bit, huh?
Pretty funny. We can't believe we've never done this.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts going into the basement now in your solo investigation? Tell us, where's your head at?
Well, I don't love going down into a basement infested by a demon by myself. I'm starting to emotionally shut down.
Great. Love to hear that. Well, good luck. We wish you luck.
You know, the funny thing about that, Shane, is I don't need luck. I am not my fear. I am stronger than my fear. I am not my fear. My name is Ryan Bergara, and I'm the most feared ghost hunter in the fucking world. So I ask you this, demon. Do you feel fucking lucky? Am I alone down here? Who's here with me? Is there anybody down here with me? Or am I just talking to gross ass air? There it is. Is that what you wanted? You wanted to see my fucking face? If there's somebody down here with me, you know who you are. Show yourself. Back to hell, demon! Well, this has been fun. Do not try me, demon. It'll be the last thing you ever do.
This is awful because normally at this point it's like, hey, I get to go back to the hotel, you know, put on a shower, some nice classical music or something, and now I get to make my bed, and I'm still here. So don't love that. Don't love that.
Time to go to sleep in the conjuring house. During a thunderstorm.
To finish off our investigation, we'll attempt to sleep overnight in the conjuring house separately.
Night.
Night. Finally got rid of those losers, right? Alice's room right here, my little setup. It's gonna be so much fun. Then we have the little closet here where the boy is said to be. And then Shady Boy's right there. Hey.
All right, that is recording now.
My little pistol. You know your boy's packing while he's sleeping. It's late. It's very late.
Hi everyone, it's Shane. Hello. I'm going to sleep now in the conjuring home. I hope I don't get yanked. I mean, actually, it'd be fun. See what happens. Ryan's over there recording a video message as well.
Is there anybody in here with me? Got news for you if you are. I don't snore, so that's good. But I would appreciate it if you didn't mess with me tonight, okay?
What are you talking about, Ryan?
I'm saying that whatever is in this house usually knocks phones off of nightstands.
Oh, cool.
Very boomery of the ghost.
Yeah, that's some boomer shit. All right, well, I'm going to sleep.
Hope I don't have to pee. And as I say that, kind of feel like I have to pee. But I'll piss my pants instead. So, no worries there. Well, it's morning. When the light's coming through the window, it's such a beautiful thing. It doesn't look as horrifying in the morning.
The conjuring house has been cleared
It's been conquered.
by the goop.
I sure didn't conjure up any sleep.
I slept plenty. Well,
This is your last chance.
Bathsheba.
Come on, this is getting embarrassing for you now. Honestly.
You talking to yourself?
No, Bathsheba.
All right. Well,
Fuck
I
you.
think it's safe to say the Shaniacs won the day yet again, you know.
We got some good stuff. We got some good stuff.
There she is, in the morning light. Ain't she a beaut? Let's leave.
We may never be able to fully understand what exactly the Perrin family endured all those years ago, but whatever was, or wasn't, cast out from the Arnold estate that fateful night in 1974 will continue to remain unsolved.
I can't believe we're back here.
You will be evicted from the premises!
This week, on the series finale of BuzzFeed Unsolved Supernatural, we investigate the one place I vowed I would never return as part of our ongoing investigation into the question, are ghosts real?
Who knows?
What a change for the last one. As you know, I'll only do one demonic investigation per season, but seeing as how this is the last season, I figured, why not treat you guys to two? And specifically, why not end this series with the demon I started it with? Also, I just want to say that the last time I was at the Sallie house, I said a lot of things. And to spare myself the embarrassment, I will now have my colleague read them out.
These are the things you said?
This is exactly what I said as I left the Sallie house, and I...
Okay, Ryan, fuck you. I hope you're fucking looking at this now, motherfucker. Shane, did you just call the demon a motherfucker? Ryan, I don't give a shit now. I'm gone. Peace out, bitch. Not even a single part of me feels bad about leaving. Go fuck yourself, Sally House. You were truly awful, and I hate you.
It was regrettable, and it was a moment of weakness. At the time, I was more scared than I've ever been in my life, and I'm returning there now to repent.
Go fuck yourself, Sally.
Well, now that we got that out of the way, there's only one thing left to do. The series finale. We're going back to the Sally house. Let's finish this. Last trip indeed. We're on our way to the Sally house. I'm not excited. I actually lost sleep over it last night.
I'm very curious to see how we hold up in there and like what the vibes are, because I remember the first time being there. I mean, it's a spooky house, certainly.
Yeah.
There's something about, I remember the sound being very, very dull. Oh God!
Oh God!
Is that an omen?
Is that an omen? Yeah, is that I feel like a black dog running unleashed is not a good omen. Oh boy. The last time I saw this house, I was in a very agitated state of mind.
You don't look well right now.
I definitely am a little better than I was last time I was here, but I was very happy actually because I was leaving. And I remember the feelings I felt leaving this place, and every one of those feelings has now flipped its head, and I'm back.
He's back, baby. Say it with confidence. And now I'm back. Confidence.
And now I'm back.
No, come on.
And now I'm back.
Yes!
Let's do this. We're back.
We're back, baby.
I can't believe we're back. I said I'd never be back, and I guess a fucking liar. But this time, I'm not messing around.
You got the gear.
I'm about to go whack Sally.
You're far more confident this time than you were last time.
Oh man, I can't believe we're back here. It actually is all just hitting me. This is it. This is our last hurrah.
It sure is.
What a weird mix of emotions to be sad, happy, and horrified.
I mean, I don't have the horror really,
Yeah,
but
that's true.
sort of, I guess, sad and happy.
All right, Sally, you wanted us. Here we come.
Located on a quiet suburban street in Atchison, Kansas, the Sally House was built between 1867 and 1871 for Michael C. Finney and his family. It is believed that Michael, his wife Kate, and their 3 children, James, Agnes, and Charles, lived in the basement while the home itself was being constructed.
You were very familiar with that basement, but we'll get back into that.
I've done some stuff down there.
That made it seem like something else.
I got all up in there. I laid on a pentagram and screamed at the devil.
Yeah, but that's like not sexual. You did this. You went, I went down there, and you did a wave with your body.
Well, I did. I mean, I was a little sexual when I was down there.
I promise you could scrub that entire comment section. No one will describe what you did in that basement as sexual.
I did everything short of taking my shirt off.
Thank God, too.
Which, we'll think about it.
No, I don't think so. We don't want to blind the viewers at home.
Sadly, Michael C. Finney would die in his newly built home in 1872. However, he was not the last member of the Finney family to die in the home. Agnes moved back into the home in 1906 and got married to an engineer named William True in 1913. William died in the home in 1918, and Agnes succumbed in November 1939. For over 50 years, families moved in and out of the 2nd Street home without serious incident, but that all changed on December 31st, 1992.
The investigation has begun.
It has. I really, really hate this place.
It's surreal, honestly.
Sally? I know you thought you'd never see me again. And frankly, I never thought I'd see you again. But we're just gonna have to deal with it tonight. I can't remember what I said back then, but what I'm gonna say right now is buckle the fuck up.
Oh, we love to see it!
Cause I'm back, baby.
That's character
You wanted me, Sally, I'm back!
On December 31st, 1992, Tony and Deborah Pickman, a young, newlywed couple who were expecting their first child in June 1993, moved into the modest 2-story home at 504 North 2nd Street. The two were excited to begin their new life together as a family. As the couple unpacked their belongings, their dog, normally mellow and subdued, began ferociously barking at what would be the nursery they were preparing for their new baby. Thinking it was just the dog getting used to its new surroundings, the Pickmans didn't think anything of it, and in a little over a week, the barking subsided. From January to June 1993, the young couple would go on to experience lights flickering and dimming, cold spots around the home, and unexplainable dropped calls from their landline. However, the Pickmans were first-time homeowners and assumed these kinds of occurrences to be common in a home that was built in the late 1800s, and Tony even joked, quote, "Ha, we must have a ghost," end quote.
So one of the things that's supposed to happen in this house is dropped calls. Back then it was a landline, but I figure it's the same thing with cell phones. So I'm gonna call you while I'm in the house still. You're gonna take your little buns outside and we're gonna see if this...
Did you hear something?
I'm already starting to hear shit in this fucking house. All right, go out.
Okay.
Go outside.
All right. Oh, Ryan Bergara is calling me. What a lucky guy I am. Hello?
What took you so long to answer?
I don't like to seem overeager when I answer the phone.
I guess we just have to wait for Sally to disconnect the call now. It just occurred to me we don't really talk on the phone to like just see what's going on because we see each other every day, so it's...
Yeah, I mean, we could start that if you want to.
I really wish Sally would actually disconnect this call like now.
Come on, Sally! Is Sally like... Does she actually listen to the phone calls?
Yeah,
Is she doing like a Richard Nixon thing?
Yeah, dude, is she wiretapping our phones? She's sitting there in the van across the street.
Sally, if you're on the line, Ryan's in there alone right now. You could really give him a good spook.
Well, that didn't work.
No. So off to a thrilling start here.
But things changed once the new baby arrived. Once the Pickman's son arrived, the strange occurrences began to escalate. Electronic toys would turn on and off on their own, and while vacuuming the nursery one day, Deborah witnessed the wind-up musical mobile above her son's crib begin to play on its own. She also couldn't shake the sensation that her son was waking up almost hourly throughout the night, quote, as if someone was playing with him, end quote. At one point, a neighbor asked Deborah if there was a reason she left her nursery light on throughout the night. In reality, the baby had been sleeping in Deborah and Tony's room at the time, not in the nursery at all. There was no reason that light should have been on at night. Deborah suggested that the neighbor could have been seeing a light from the hallway, but the neighbor was adamant. The light was coming from inside the nursery.
Up to the nursery. Obviously, this is one of the hot spots in this house. And look at all the guys. They're all here.
The gals, the whole gang's here.
The whole gang is here. This is where apparently Sally would play with their child. All right, Sally, last time we were here, or the Finney family, or the True family, we did not do really any of this.
No, we just walked around and sort of looked at stuff and then left.
You already know this, but my name is Ryan.
I'm Shane.
Could you say our names back to us? Can you make your presence known? Can you say something? Can you touch one of us? Or perhaps move something in this room?
If you need a refresher, we're the two guys who clowned your ass.
Yeah, I mean,
5 years ago.
Show us a sign if you remember me and the big guy, AKA the best ghost hunters in the game. Sally! Come on, Sally. Wiggle the balls on the door. Wait.
What? Did you hear something?
I think I did.
Whispers? I thought I heard whispers.
No, I heard like a... Aww.
While the bells on the door didn't move when we were there, an audio recorder left in the room picked up the bells clinking together on their own later in the night.
All right, now, Sally, You've probably had a bunch of investigators come in here and use this little device here. But this is a spirit box that's gonna help you communicate with us. Once again, the name is Ryan, as you already know, and Shane! Say our names back to us if you want to communicate. We're gonna be here all night, and frankly, if you want us to leave, now would be the time to do something crazy. Do you not like me moving your stuff out of the circle?
Oh, shit! Sallie!
There's an opening now.
Look what he done!
Oh, I heard move it. You want me to move it back?
What?
What? Sallie, this is the last hurrah. You're gonna
Wake up?
just go? Sallie, this is the last episode of this series. You're closing out the show, and you opened it. That's a huge honor. Why would you go?
Why would you go?
Well, we have to go.
Yeah, we don't live here. We live
Wait, are you
in
talking about the show? Because we thought it was just time.
Felt right.
It felt like the right time to leave on our own terms. Who is this? Who am I talking to? Is this Charles Finney?
No one in particular?
I just want to talk.
What whiskey?
More whiskey?
What whiskey? What whiskey?
I don't know if we can do that, honestly.
We had a lot of whiskey last night. Do you like whiskey? All right, I'm gonna give you a little bit of a rest.
In this room, our audio recorder picked up this very clear and chilling voice. Is this the voice of one of the Finney family asking if they're allowed to be here? In July 1993, Deborah's sister Karen visited to help with the newborn. According to Deborah, it was on Karen's final evening, quote, that we were pushed over the edge of disbelief and through the door of terror, end quote. Upon returning from a day at Deborah's in-laws, Tony asked her why she put all of the baby's stuffed animals on the nursery floor. Deborah had no idea what he was talking about, so Tony led them upstairs to the nursery, where they found all of the stuffed animals on the floor arranged in a circle, their backs to each other, facing forward. Thinking it was some kind of prank played by one of Tony's brothers, the Pickmans rearranged the stuffed animals back in their proper places throughout the nursery and went back downstairs. At the bottom of the stairs, Karen turned around and noted that the nursery lights were still on, though everyone remembered Tony turning them off. They went back up to turn the lights off, and upon entering the nursery, found one of the teddy bears laying flat on its back in the middle of the floor. Undeterred, they placed it back on the chair, only to find it right back in the middle of the floor, laying flat on its back hours later. That night, they all slept in Deborah and Tony's room.
Tony's brothers sound like funny guys.
So you think that it's Tony's brothers who are doing
Well,
this?
I don't. Have we mentioned Tony's brothers up until now? And they were like, maybe that's Tony's brothers.
Oh, I guess, well, brothers play pranks on each other. I played pranks on my little brother all the time.
What'd you do to him?
So many things.
You turned him into a dentist.
That's right. That was the biggest prank of all. I'm sure your big brother played pranks on you.
My days don't prank. We also don't play sports. We watched a lot of Star Trek.
Makes sense.
After hearing what transpired the night before, Tony's brother Greg came by with his 35mm camera. The Pickmans led Greg up to the nursery, and as he was about to take a picture of the stuffed bear, he said, quote, "If you're here, do you want to have your picture taken?" End quote. Just as he clicked the shutter, the bear spun around on its own in front of their own eyes. From Deborah's own account, quote, "The guys went into immediate panic. Fighting fear and every other emotion you can imagine, we all decided it would be best to leave for a while." End quote.
If you're here, do you want to have your picture taken?
Come on.
What is your name? I thought, oh
Did
shit.
it say Sallie?
I heard Sallie. Oh shit. Or Sallie, how old are you?
Like This right now.
What? Something right now?
See any ghosts?
No, I don't see any ghosts, actually. We're gonna switch over to this flashlight now.
Sally, if you're in this room with us or aware of our presence, turn the flashlight on. If there's any...
Late. Sally, we're gonna need you to be a little bit more punctual than that. All you have to do is touch that light. Now, Sally, if you are here with us right now, turn that flashlight off in 3, 2, 1, off. Maybe it's not you. If any of the Finney family is with us right now, can you turn the flashlight off? Turn the flashlight on if I say the correct name. Is it Charles? What about Agnes True? William True? I guess you're a son-in-law.
Is it Sally? Is it the demon
Are you playing a little trick on
who
us?
presents as Sally?
If that actually is a demonic presence in here, or Sally, the thing that says it's Sally, could you turn the light on? Oh, fuck off. Dude, fuck you, dude. All right, Sally, turn off the light right now. In the story, it said you messed with the musical mobile for their child, the Pickman's child, that is. So, if you could get that to play, that'd be quite something, Sally.
Just sort of do anything at all.
Just rotate that bad boy. That would be enough to make the boys wiggle.
What was that noise? Did you hear that?
What?
I swear to God, I heard those little balls make a noise.
Did you?
I'm trying to see if they move on there.
An audio recorder left in this room would later pick up the musical mobile playing by itself. Making this evidence even more compelling is the fact that seconds before the mobile plays, a white orb moves across the top right corner, just near the mobile that is out of frame. After this horrifying bear incident, the Pickmans grabbed the baby and everything else they needed to leave the house. But as Tony was strapping the newborn into his car seat on the sectional couch in the living room, he felt a sharp pain on his lower back. It wasn't until they arrived at Tony's parents that Deborah asked to see his back. To her horror, she found 3 long scratches down the center of her husband's back. Unfortunately, this was only the first of many times Tony would be scratched throughout his time living in the Sallie house, including one incident that was captured on video.
I mean, you've long asked demons and ghosts to scratch you.
Yeah, guess what? They never have.
Well, maybe that's because you didn't have round 2. Is it possible that when you go to these places, people are so thrown off by this screaming at them that they don't really have time to process and then react?
No.
Let me finish. That when you come back a second time, they're like, hey, that's that a-hole last time who said to scratch my back or scratch his back and, rip his butthole open. Maybe this time I'll do it.
I would love it if they actually had some, motivation this time to get at me. Scratch my cornea.
and then play his ribcage like a xylophone. All the funny things he asks you.
It's a nice little night for a demon.
We're here in the living room at the Sallie house.
Sounded like Geraldo Rivera there. We're here in the living room at the Sallie house.
Well, that's alarming. Sallie, was that you that just giggled a little bit? Can you make your presence be known in here? Can you move something?
Oh, yeah, roving spirit
We're
box.
here in the Sallie house. Sallie, if you'd like to talk to us, please show us a sign.
Come on, Sallie!
Why are you still in this house? Is there anybody down here dancing with us? What's your name?
Dance with us, Sallie!
I said dance, girl! Is that what you wanted? Come on, yeehaw! What's your name?
Sallie, I swear to fucking Christ!
You'll do it!
If you don't scare the living shit out of Ryan Bergara tonight, your ass is grass!
Oh, fuck.
You will be evicted from the premises!
That was really official.
Sallie, come on.
You close the blinds? Or are you gonna wait till I'm here by myself when I lose my fucking mind? So be it.
After this event, the couple called in psychic Barbara Connor, who visited the Pickmans on July 29th, 1993. While she spoke to the spirit, Barbara sat quietly with her eyes closed and finally was able to give the Pickmans a name. The presence in their home was a little girl who liked to be called Sallie.
If I've said it once, I've said it a million times. I'm gonna put Sallie in a net, or a box, or whatever the equivalent of a ghost cage is.
Are you bringing an actual net to the location?
No,
Okay.
I'm bringing in something that's even better.
What is it?
Well, this particular ghost cage, one could consider it organic, perhaps even living. What worse place for a demon to live than inside you?
I'll take her. This is my plan. We're taking a ghost home with us. We're gonna walk through the TSA scanner and they're gonna be like, what the fuck?
Sallie would often let her presence be known by lighting a candle, a considerate gesture to let the Pickmans know a friend was present. Or at least that's what Barbara led the Pickmans to believe, as she concluded at the time that Sallie, while certainly capable of being childish and bratty, was most likely harmless, as long as Deborah was, quote, patient but firm with her, end quote. But this assumption would be revealed to be wrong. Dead wrong. On October 31st, 1993, any doubt that there was indeed something in the house would soon be removed. In the early morning hours on Halloween, Tony came home from his shift at work and made his way to the kitchen to grab a drink. After grabbing a cup from the cupboard, he turned around and saw a young girl standing in the kitchen. Tony described her as wearing a, quote, white dress, and I remember she had a white ribbon in her hair, kind of like she was dressed for church or something, and then it kicked in. I can see through her. I can see the door right through her, end quote.
If a spooky-ass church girl shows up in your kitchen in the middle of the night,
That's an easy way to get a broom to the kisser,
she's
if you ask
getting
me.
a bat to the head.
A bat now.
She's a demon.
Throw some water on her. You know, like a little spritz, like, get out of here.
Like a cat?
Like a cat. Get the fuck out of here, come on.
Years later, another resident who lived in the home before the Pickmans would tell them, quote, the whole time we lived there, my daughter was 5 at the time. She had an imaginary friend named Sallie. I would scold her for something and she would come back and tell me, I didn't do that. Sallie did it, or Sallie told me to do it, end quote. When this little girl was shown the drawing Tony had made of the spirit he'd seen in the kitchen, she confirmed that it was the same Sallie from her youth. Perhaps one of the few documented instances of communication with Sallie happened in this kitchen in 2016 at the hands of 2 rookie ghost hunters. Back in 2016, Shane and I investigated the Sallie house with paranormal investigator Eric Ensbrenner. Eric set a flashlight on the counter in the kitchen and asked the presence in the home to, quote, turn the light on for us. Here's what happened next.
You're fucking crazy, Shane.
If you don't like us, turn it on.
Please don't turn it on. Please don't. What the fuck?
Oh shit!
No! Where's my holy water?
Where's my holy water? If you actually don't like us, please just turn it on. I don't think they have the power to turn it back on again, frankly. I really think they don't. Ryan.
Are you fucking kidding me? What the?
Keep in mind, we have to spend the night here.
Please turn the light off for us, spirits.
Don't you fucking do it.
Turn it all the way off. Thank you.
Oh, fuck, don't. Oh my god. What
Please
is
try.
Oh my god. You should have never talked to it, dude.
That's a car going by, it's okay.
No, that's the fucking flashlight rolling in the background.
Look, it's coming back.
Oh yeah, it is.
So tonight, we'll see if we can once again make contact with our old friend and supposed little girl, Sally.
I know it's annoying to have someone tell you to play the hits, but right now I'm gonna have to ask you, could you please play the hits and communicate with us through this flashlight? Please turn off that flashlight if there is somebody here with us in this kitchen right now.
Sally, turn the light off. In 3, 2, 1.
You really don't want this on your reputation later. We really propped you up a bit there for a second. Was that you?
No.
Is that you, Sally? Could you do that again? Can you make that knocking noise again? Or could you move that flashlight?
These 3 knocks are noteworthy, as it's believed the sound of 3 knocks signify the presence of a demon as a way to mock the Holy Trinity.
Sally, if you're in here with us, you remember us. Why don't you turn that light on, huh? All the way off. Come on.
Oh. Are you here now?
Okay, do we have a friend?
Sally, if you're... Maybe. Look, it's very simple. If you want to get rid of us, you have to intelligently respond to our questions, and that's just simply tapping the light on and off when we ask you to. Please turn that light off in 3, 2, 1.
Ka-chunk. What was it?
Oh, a little bumpy. A little bump. Are you just waiting till we go to sleep, or I'm here by myself? That's really rude.
After all this time, the question persists. Is Sally actually a little girl? Local legend tells of a girl named Sally that died during a botched appendectomy in the Sally house when it used to be a doctor's office. According to Sean Daly, an anthropology professor who had once led an investigation of the home, there was no evidence of a girl by the name of Sally having lived in Atchison during this time period. But if that's true, what is this entity presenting itself as a little girl? Perhaps Tony's second face-to-face encounter with Sally will provide some insight. Quote, "I saw that little girl twice, and the second time I saw her, it was not a pretty thing. She was tugging at me, trying to get me out of bed, and she kept reaching for me, and I would pull back, and when I pulled back, she would reach harder, and about the 3rd or 4th time, she grabbed my arm. I still get chills and almost choked up on it because it scared me that bad. She turned into, I don't know how to describe it. It was part animal, part human. It almost looked like it had rotting flesh. I still remember seeing worms crawling through it, and it growled at me. Oh my God, I thought I was going to pass out." End quote.
No one likes to see a little girl with rotting flesh.
Though it does kind of solve the quandary. What is this little girl? I mean, that's a certified demon.
Yeah.
And I'm a demonologist.
He is a demonologist.
And he's my
Board certified.
And he's my assistant.
Yes, that's right. His young ward.
My 55-year-old young ward. Sally, could you show yourself in this kitchen like you did that morning?
Do you want us to turn off our lights? Who's with us in this kitchen right now? Can you say your name? Sally, you already told us your name upstairs, but can you say your name again down here? Let us know you're here.
Tiger. Hear about?
Hear about?
Hear about what?
Hear about what? Yeah.
Hear about a demon?
We're back. We are back here in your kitchen.
Can you just be sweet to us and talking to that little radio? Say hi. Dead?
All right, Sally, we're gonna try something else in here. I read that the Pickmans would often leave out a big drawing pad for you to ask you how old you are, and you would write 7.
This is who we're working with, allegedly?
This is you, Sally. It's a picture of you.
It's a big fucking noggin.
Now, if you could do us a big honor by writing down how old you are.
You can always stop us from, you just take us out of my hand and write it. Otherwise, I'm just gonna draw some stuff.
Oh, looks like he's drawing you farting. Yeah.
Oh, uh-oh.
Looks like you just passed some gas, Sally.
Oh, Sally.
You've made a mess of yourself. Why don't you give her a little glass of orange juice?
Oh.
There we go.
She's drinking piss?
And you're holding a glass full of piss? That's crazy.
Oh, give her an eye patch. It's kind of cool.
Okay, well, I guess you could just give her like a Glock. Yeah, there you go. Sally, what do you think of the portrait we drew of you? What about anybody else in this house? Do you want to tell us what you think of this?
You give this a fucking 0?
You two suck?
Fuck you!
Hey, that's fucked up. Well, why don't you draw then? Let's say you draw.
What?
Oh, now they're talking. Oh shit! Did you hear that? I said all the ghosts. Anybody who's ever been on this show, come into this kitchen right now and put that marker on the fucking paper.
It's a free-for-all.
Where are we going?
We're going straight to hell, baby!
We're going to the kitchen!
Ant-Man? What did it say?
You're playing with John? That was fucking creepy,
That
dude.
actually did sound kind of creepy.
Maybe you have a sense of humor. That was a very productive little session we had there.
Tony and Deborah Pickman moved out of the Sallie house in October of 1994. They've since confessed they feel somewhat tethered to the place and that they still experience odd occurrences decades after leaving the house. Years after the Pickmans moved out, Mary Liggett, her husband, and 2 children would lease the house from owner Les Smith. On a surprise maintenance visit to the home, Smith, quote, discovered a large pentagram on the basement floor, an altar of some sort, and other disturbing items, end quote. Les Smith, the landlord, asked the rumored Satan worshiper Mary Liggett to remove herself from the premises immediately.
That seems illegal. Just because you're a Satanist, you can get kicked out of your house?
Well, I think it's not even the fact that she says she's a Satanist, but if you're like damaging the property.
She just put a pentagram on the floor?
An
I think
altar?
you should be allowed to do that. This is America.
I see what you're saying, but I think it's totally fair to be like, hey, maybe don't live here because you are performing satanic rituals in my basement.
I would sue. That is discrimination. There's plenty of probably upstanding Satanists out there in America right now.
I guess, maybe. Yeah, sure, why not?
These reported satanic rituals in the basement bring me back to something Father Gary Thomas told me in an interview about the Sallie house from 2016. Sent to the Vatican to learn the rite of exorcism, I turned to Father Thomas with questions about demonic possession, specifically the concept of infestation.
I was reading about something called infestation, where like a demon will just take hold of a house.
So if that family was involved in a satanic cult and they were doing other kinds of rituals and spells that are part of the cult, it would not at all surprise me if there was something demonic still attached, because that's where that cult basically had a home.
And it opened the portal.
Did Mary Liggett's rumored rituals open the portal in the basement of this cursed home? Here's another clip of Shane and I from 2016, this time in the basement.
Here we go.
You're out of your mind.
Rock and roll, buckaroo. If you want to eat my heart, turn that light on. If you want to eat Ryan's heart,
Don't
turn
stop
that light
putting
on.
me in your shit.
Our old pal, Ryan Bergara.
Stop.
We're a package deal. Oh, the lights on, Ryan. Look at the lights. Demon, we got him.
Jesus Christ.
Turn it off for us, please. For Ryan's sake.
No!
Fuck this house, dude. Fuck this house so hard.
So tonight, we return to the basement of the Sallie house to seek an answer to the one question we've been asking for the last 5 years. Are ghosts and/or demons real?
All right, great to be back.
Yeah, so much fun being back down here. I love it. Oh, look, the demon hole.
Oh, my old demon hole.
Is there anybody down here with us? Say my name if you would like to communicate. Ryan.
Shane.
Well, kind of. Maybe. Maybe that was Ryan or Shane. Can you be a little clearer?
What's this?
Come this way. Which way? Are you in the hole? Hurry.
Hurry.
Are you in the hole?
Come on out the hole, fucker. Come on.
Get out of the hole! Come on!
Get out of the hole.
I'm giving you a big movie moment here. This is when you turn slowly around your shoulder and you say your last name. What? Do you want Shane to lay on the pentagram? So I'm not laying down there.
Character development. I think you should. There you go. Wide open. Oh, it's just waiting for
Yeah, it
you.
looks so appealing. Anybody down here with us?
Look, he's on a pentagram. If there is a demon down here with us, do please turn on the flashlight. In 3, 2, 1.
You know, if you want to follow Shane Madej home, turn the light on. Oh, there we go.
I mean, you're welcome to, honestly. If Ryan looks like a tasty little snack.
Oh, no.
Oh.
No, it's not fully. Oh, fuck, it's off.
Turn the light off if you're gonna wait till we fall asleep to crawl into our little souls.
No. No.
Yeah, seems like it.
If you really would like to do that, and I need to know that you're actually here, if there's something that's actually here and that's something you plan on doing, prove it by turning on the light right now. Suck it easy. Oh, but I didn't mean that. I did not mean that.
You did mean that.
I did not mean
Does that make you angry?
That was just a reflex.
Turn the light on if you think we're the greatest ghost hunters who ever lived.
Yeah! Yeah! Confirm it. We are the best ghost hunters in the fucking game who ever existed. Turn the light off right now, because I'm on the pentagram and I fucking did it for you, so turn the light off, please. Yes! Yeah!
We're Sallie approved!
Fuck yeah, Sallie. Let's get the fuck out of here, dude.
Well, now we have to do our solo investigations.
Ah, shit. Well, here we are, the final investigation.
That's right. You've been very confident up until now, and now there's a genuine fear in your eyes.
It's gonna be fine. You're gonna go in there, you're gonna have a great investigation.
Yeah,
I'll
I'll
see
be
you back
fine.
at the hotel.
No.
This is a very stupid idea.
Yeah, you're not gonna have fun in there.
There's no way I'm gonna make it 20 minutes. It's unbelievable. So long, friend.
Okay. A little one-on-one time with Sallie.
I really have no one to blame but myself. Not only for what happened tonight, but I mean for creating the show. It would be pretty sweet if I shit my pants in the series finale.
It's my little friend. She'll just kind of walk around with me, keep me safe. The second I walked into this room and I saw this funny little lady, I thought, there's a connection there. Sallie, if you're here, I'm all alone. I gave you a golden opportunity to possess a big lanky freak. And you blew it. You blew it. Hey, Sallie, it's me, Shane. We've met before. I was here 5 years ago. We've been telling you this all night. I'm an old friend, and I'm just looking for one of my demon pals. Would love to get to know you, love to hang out.
It's really hard for me to feel emotional right now at all, or any kind of like, oh, this is it. This is the last hurrah. Maybe if I try and latch onto that in the house, that'll help me be not as scared.
Sallie! Sallie! Burn this whole house down, tear it asunder around me.
My guess is the fear is gonna take over my body, and I'm just gonna try and be crazier than her.
Maybe you could hop down here and just kill my ass. Pull my legs apart like a wishbone. You're blowing it. Once and for all, and I don't mean to make an ultimatum, but I'm just letting you know that unless you fucking kill us, then you're joining the ranks of Annabelle and Steve. You know, the losers. We boomed their asses, Sallie, and now we're booming yours, and you're not even doing anything about it. You're just sitting there and taking it. This is embarrassing for you. Nothing, huh? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. 'Cause that's what you are. Isn't that right, Sallie? You're a big nothing. You're powerless in the face of the Ghoul Boys. Is it over?
It is over.
Oh, time really flew.
It didn't fly for me, and I don't think it's gonna fly for me when I'm in there. Oh yeah, you heard some crazy stuff in there? Is that what you're gonna say?
I know, sometimes I do that as a joke.
Every time you've done that, but yeah.
Okay, I guess I've done it a few times.
Every time.
And I know every time I say, well, this time I'm serious.
Yeah.
But I heard some stuff.
I'm sure you did.
I did.
I'm sure you did.
Hey, come on. Look alive there.
It's gonna suck ass.
Yeah, I know, I'm telling you, that's real scary.
Okay.
Well,
Well, let's just get this over with, huh?
yeah, well, you say that like it's gonna be fast, but 20 minutes is a long time. Have fun. Say hi to Sallie.
Well, Sallie, you try any bullshit, I'll blast you right in the face, okay? Blast you with this holy water and you'll melt like a witch. Sorry, can't really think straight right now. All the fucking blood in my body is in my heart pumping. I'm gonna have a heart attack.
It was, you know, I think the houses are the scariest kind of solo investigation. They're very, the way the sound really deadens in there. It's also spooky to be in like a room and then, like the scariest thing that could happen is to hear something else somewhere in the house. None of that happened in there, but it has the potential for it. So yeah, spooky. Certainly spooky. It's a spooky house. Always has been. Always will be.
Whew! Boy, do I hate it in this kitchen and I'm alone. All right, let's fucking do this. If there's something in here with me, turn the flashlight on. Please don't. I'm gonna humbly request that you don't actually show yourself because frankly, I don't want you to. That moment has passed. But if you do want to show yourself, you can show me a sign by turning on that light right now. I am not my fear. I am stronger than my fear. Gonna go ahead and start my way up the fucking stairs. Fucking sucks, dude. I fucking hate this. Remember, packing. I'll shoot you in your face.
I don't think he's having a good time right now.
Okay, Sally. Are you here with me in this nursery? Can you show me a sign? Ah, fucking fuck, shit, balls, fuck, dick. Yeah! Boy, do I hate this. Yeah! Fucking sucks. It sucks. Sucks. Oh. I'm a crazy man. I'm a crazy man. I'm a crazy man. I'm in the Pickman's bedroom. I'm a crazy man. Crazy man in the Pickman's bedroom. You can close one of these doors if you want. And they don't know you're here. And I'll fucking find you. Alrighty. Once again, the name is Ryan. Say my name back to me if you would like to communicate. Nobody on the spirit box, huh? What does that mean?
I think he'll go into the basement. I think he will. If he doesn't, then he's perhaps the biggest coward who ever lived.
Here we are! Series finale, baby! Is there anybody down here with me? What? You just say I'm insane? I know I'm insane! You have no idea how insane I am! Once again, is there anybody down here with me in this dank, disgusting basement that you call home? You can't hear? You came here?
How'd it go?
It's over.
It's over.
That's how it went.
You ended it.
Oh, thank God.
Did you show her who's boss?
Yeah, no, I mean, I tried to play nice because I have to sleep there still.
Oh, right.
But I did lose my cool a couple points.
Well, let's get the sleeping bags. It's time for a slumber party.
Bye. See you later.
Thanks for hanging.
This is gonna be awful. Well, that's that.
Okay, getting set up here in the Sally house. I've got a room full of dolls, and that is where I'll be sleeping. If I had to pick two people to spend the evening with, it's gonna have to be the old lady. She's number one. And of course, this thing. Because she is stunning. An absolute vision. Good night.
Sleeping on the floor in a haunted house. Taking the shoes off, making myself comfortable at the Sally house. A place I never thought that I would return to. What is my life? Okay, that bed is set.
It's about 4-ish, 4:30 or something right now. Hearing footsteps upstairs, it sounds like almost. But from that ceiling, so that would be. It's Bigman's bedroom. It's morning time. Yay. I think I slept for like 15 minutes. I fell asleep for like 15, 20 minutes.
Sweet freedom. A weight's been lifted.
Yeah.
The series is complete.
Oh, don't forget the spirit box.
Oh shit. Nope.
Now it's complete. There you go. There you go. Morning. Okay.
Just gonna keep that, but for for my own personal use. But unbelievable.
After almost 6 years of traveling the world trying to answer the question, are ghosts real? We've finally reached the end of our journey in the very place we started it. From chilling crafts to cursed catacombs, from no longer luminescent lighthouses to mystery mansions, from petrifying prisons to sinister sanatoriums, or back to the simple detective's office where the mere act of wonder was enough. Our curiosity has treated us to things both explained and unexplained, the assignment of which is dependent on who you ask. But whether you're a believer or not, I know one thing to be true. You believed in us, and for that, I'll always be grateful. And sure, we may have never definitively answered the question of are ghosts real? But in the end, in perhaps fitting fashion for a show that finds resolution in the unresolved, all I can say is I'm sure glad we didn't, because the pursuit and the friendship made along the way was far more fulfilling. I hope the ride was as joyous and full of discovery for you as it was for us. That being said, I ask you one last time, are ghosts real?
Who knows?
For now, and perhaps forever, the answer will graciously remain unsolved.
This is certainly a first-time experience for me. I've never really had to say goodbye, I guess, to an entire community of people. But since this is the position that I'm in right now, I'll give it a shot. This show definitely became something bigger to me than I ever thought it could. When I came up with it, I really just wanted the opportunity to talk to my friends, essentially. Through that experience, also having it give me opportunities in my career and the ability to do something that I love for a living is also something that I never thought would be possible. And that's largely and mostly in part because of you guys. If it wasn't for every single one of you who watched this show, there's no way that him and I are sitting behind this desk right now. I know sometimes thank you is not enough, but I really hope it is right now, because that's really all I can say right now. Thank you, truly, from the bottom of my heart, for Shane, for everybody who works on this crew, who's ever done anything on this show. Thank you for the opportunity for letting us make this for you. I really do hope that you enjoyed it as much as we did. You know, this isn't totally goodbye. We're still gonna make content. I hope you watch it, I hope you support it, but if not, thanks for riding along this far. All I can really think is, God damn, this was fun. It really was the time of my life. And I know I have a lot of life left to live, but I'd be hard pressed if it gets better than this. This has been an amazing experience, so thank you.
I wish I had spoken first, because it's just a big dilly-dilly from me, you know, and been one hell of a ride. You know, as someone who did not grow up thinking, boy, I would love to be a
ghost hunter.
A ghost hunter.
Neither did I.
I can't think of anyone I would have rather become the best ghost hunters in the world with. And that's largely due to Ryan.
Pythian Castle in Missouri, the home of castles.
Yeah, they got a ton of them here.
Well, they certainly know how to make a scary as fuck looking castle.
Oh, it looks sturdy.
That is true.
Looks better built than a lot of other places we've been to, I'll tell you that much.
Oh boy.
What are your thoughts on this one? You feeling the jimmies already?
I mean, this looks like a haunted castle. Like if I were to think of what a haunted castle would look like, it looks like this. All right.
Pythian Castle.
Knock, knock. This week on BuzzFeed Unsolved, we investigate the Pythian Castle as part of our ongoing investigation into the question, are ghosts real? With over 100 documented deaths happening within its walls, this stone fortress served as both an orphanage and an army prison throughout its almost 100-year history. Yummy.
Yummy.
I don't know, it's another castle. I think that's quite
Oh,
yummy.
fuck.
Our first orphanage and our second castle.
Was this our first orphanage? I can't believe the majority of our episodes aren't about orphanages.
Well, sounds like we're ready to go.
Let's dig in.
Let's get into it. How dare you?
Completed in 1913, this 40,000 square foot castle was built for the Knights of Pythias, a formerly all-white fraternal organization formed in 1864.
Before you even said all white, I was about to say, they sound like white supremacists.
Yeah, I think you'll have no problem antagonizing these ghosts in particular.
No. Are you saying we are allowed to shit in this castle? On the floor? We'll move on.
Located about 150 miles outside of Kansas City, Missouri, in the town of Springfield, the castle was originally built to house the widows and orphans of Knights members who had died, as well as elderly members themselves. Consequently, the primary design concern, due to the fragile state of its occupants, was that the building be fireproof. The architects chose Carthage stone, a limestone indigenous to the Springfield area. The 2-foot thick stone on the exterior of the castle was a great choice. But what the architects couldn't have known was that it has another far more mysterious quality. Carthage stone is reported to not only lure spirit energy to it, but also entrap it once inside.
Okay.
Just reporting.
Who's telling you that?
Just reporting
Who's
what people seem to
reporting
think.
what?
Just reporting what people think. You know?
It lures spirits and traps them inside.
I don't know if it's like that. Like you're not gonna pull it out of your pocket and be like, look what I got here.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah. Pseudoscience is what it's called.
I suppose you could call it that.
It is.
I don't know if I believe or don't believe that.
I mean, you don't believe that.
No.
You don't believe it.
But I do believe in ghosts.
I know you believe in ghosts. That's fair.
Yeah. People also seem to think that running water conducts paranormal energy as well as quartz, crystal.
I think juggling attracts paranormal energy.
Have you been able to prove that?
No, that's just something I believe.
That's cool.
So,
I
put
believe
that out
that
there.
mustache doesn't attract anything. What the hell? Okay! Well, this is certainly a different kind of visual horror than we've seen this season.
Spacious, cavernous.
A little Hollywood haunted chic.
Yeah.
Let's turn our lights off actually, because you really get to soak in how awful this place actually is.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that. Look over there.
There's something about being able to see so many rooms at once.
A lot of space for people to explore.
Stuff to catch out of the corner of your eye. You look at a room far away, maybe you see something that plays tricks on you, you know.
Very fun. I'm gonna lose my mind in here.
Yeah.
While the building could house up to 100 residents, it would never reach that capacity. The orphaned children were housed away from any other residents, and historic accounts suggest that life for them at Pythian Castle wasn't an easy one. Boys and girls were strictly forbidden from speaking to each other, even if they were siblings. The children's days were filled with chores, and their nights spent in bunkhouse dormitories throughout the castle. Despite their hardship, one woman who lived there as a child in the 1920s said that the orphans would sing on the front porch every night as townspeople would crowd around the gates and fences to hear them.
Oh, life is hell. We're all so lonely.
And there's people outside the fences that are like, yay!
Yes! The sad children are singing again.
We won't help you, but we enjoyed the singing. Keep
Gather
going.
round, look at the miserable moppets.
That's a weird thing to do.
Also, they probably weren't very good singers.
That's besides the point, but yes.
Despite the Knights of Pythias shuttering the original services they provided in the castle after only 26 years, it seems the voices of the children who once lived there, along with the people who cared for them, continue to be heard throughout the property. In 1942, a man visited the castle and later recounted to his brother that as he toured the empty room that was once the children's living quarters, quote, "I knew something was not right. I knew I was not alone. I felt two people there with me and thought I heard a woman and a man talking together, but there was nothing there." End quote. One of the ghost tour guides said she once stood in the corner of the same floor and said she'd distinctly heard a child's voice say, "Hello." Not thinking anything of it, she said hello back, only to turn around and see no one there.
Worth saying, it's creepy to be in a castle alone.
Well, sure. I actually don't think so.
We're going into the boys' dormitory. This is where a lot of shadow figures are caught.
Little shadow boys?
Perhaps.
Shadow babies.
Greetings. I'm Ryan,
I'm Shane.
and we're about to enter the boys' dormitory. You'll notice we have a static cam already set up in here. Maybe we caught
Well,
something.
I noticed that there's a large stack of blocks that say, "I see you die."
Well, that's pleasant. Oh, look at that, a little baby.
She ain't right.
Yeah, there's something wrong with her right eye.
We gotta take her to some sort of facility.
My name is Ryan.
I'm Shane.
I know that life in this place was not the most fun for you, which is why we're here to have fun with you today. And I hope that will make you feel better.
We're fun guys. We're not gonna be mean to you. We're here to just encourage you to be children and really just have a good time, play with your little cars and toys. We mean you no harm. We simply would love to communicate with you and put you on youtube.com.
Can you tell us your name? What are you doing?
I'm just shaking her around like a little baby, and you gotta keep them.
How does that help the investigation even
Well, I
more?
think maybe they see a little baby moving around. They'll be like, "Oh, there's a baby. I'm a little child too. Maybe I should jiggle." Yeah.
Logic really falling apart as you speak.
Well, I
in
like
your
to be
head.
very thorough.
Okay. Who's in here with us? Anybody want to play?
You wanna fucking play, huh?
Hey, dude, they're kids. Come on now. Anybody want to play? I know you don't. I know things were strict here. Don't worry, we won't tell on you.
Nah, we ain't snitches. Well, you can do whatever the hell you want. I said hell, not.
Yeah, I saw
They're
you.
kids.
I'm proud of you.
Do whatever the hell you want.
At this moment, our audio recorder catches this distant, disembodied voice.
Sort of.
What was that?
Yes, that's right.
What was that? Well, this is something that might help you talk to us if you want to come out and talk, okay? Is there anybody here with us? Hi, kids. What's your name? Susanna.
Susanna?
Hello, Susanna. My name is Ryan. Say my name back to me if you want to play.
Chatty.
I don't mean you any harm. I'm not here to hurt you. I know you might be scared. I promise you I won't hurt you.
You love him? I thought that wasn't. I love you.
Her dipshit. Not very nice.
What's your name? Jimmy? You have a scion?
Okay, we're gonna leave now.
Don't leave. All right.
Soon after the onset of World War II, the US government purchased the land on which the castle stood, assuming the property by order of immediate possession for war purposes. On December 23, 1942, the castle was officially reopened as the O'Reilly Service Club and became an administration and service building as part of the Army's new O'Reilly Hospital complex. It is believed that at one point during World War II, 2,000 people used the service club every day.
If I was rich enough to own a castle,
What would you do with
I
it?
would empty it out
Yeah.
and I would hire strictly Dracula reenactors. and I would have him walk around the castle at different points. Maybe he's in one window and another one who looks identical is in another window. Mainly just for people in the town to think, I think that castle up there's haunted by Dracula.
Haunted by a Dracula.
It's haunted by Dracula.
Would there be
I
like
would
a
not-
break room where all the different Draculas were
course.
like, did Ryan like what you did today?
And I would have a bunch of little cameras around to watch. And I'd have like a headset.
Dracula 3? Dracula 3 to the west window?
It'd be great. It'd be great. And I would make sure it was not open to the public, and it would be mainly my little mystery mansion.
Well, this is deranged.
I don't think it's that deranged.
Okay.
It would be non-for-profit.
Well, clearly.
And also-
You're not going to make a profit on
Absolutely
buying a castle and staffing it with Dracula actors.
But this is-
What kind of profit would you turn from that?
Spiritual profit.
This is insane.
Maybe I'll throw a Frankenstein in there. I don't know.
That'd be good.
Oh, now it's good?
I like that.
And I could cast you.
I'll do it.
I'll save money on makeup.
While the nearby hospital took care of the wounded soldiers' medical needs, the upper levels of the castle offered a variety of entertainment opportunities once they were released, including shows and dances. Army amenities aside, one room that has been especially active as of late is the Queen's Suite, with activity that includes alleged possession.
This is the Queen's Suite. One certain paranormal show had a person claim to be possessed in this very room.
Really? Oh my goodness, look at this lamp covered in feathers.
I gotta say, if there's a room to be possessed in,
Is this safe?
this is the one to do it in, baby.
A lamp covered in feathers? They've got 2 lamps covered in feathers. I didn't know that was legal.
That's 2 more than I have.
Wow.
Is there anybody in here with us? Can you tell us your name?
Did you hear something?
I think I might have heard a whisper there. Can you tell us your name? What was that? Well, I'm gonna have to up the ante here. Who's in here with us? What's your name?
Todd?
I didn't catch that. What's your name? Wait, what was that?
Heartburn?
Say our names back to us if you want to communicate.
We do want to.
Do you want to what?
What did that say? Appletini?
I heard apple tater.
Is that our old pal?
Wait a second, you mean to tell me that apple tater is here? Can I get a spaghetti?
Tell us your name. Apple Tater?
Have you followed us?
Are you coming back for the final season? I wanted to get in the last season, boys.
If we get spaghetti, that actually might be the most solid ghost evidence that's ever existed.
That's true. Come on, give us spaghetti. I'll take meatballs. Ryan? Severe allergic reaction? Hey, what pairs really well with apple taters?
Hunger, we're getting close. What? Wait, did you hear it?
Yes!
Did you hear spaghetti? I didn't hear it.
You didn't hear that?
I didn't hear it. Did we get spaghetti?
We got a spaghetti.
Wait, no, we did not.
I swear to fucking
Did we
God.
get fucking spaghetti?
We got a spaghetti. It was a mild spaghetti. That was a spaghetti.
Fuck yeah!
We got spaghetti. They're back, baby. They're back.
Let's go.
Why are we not just ending the season
the
right
fucking
now?
greatest ghost hunters in the fucking world. Holy shit. Thank you. Thank you for whoever said that. You're a fan of the show, huh?
Not really. I just said it so you'd fucking leave.
I think we're done here. How are you gonna top that?
We'll just end the episode here.
Seriously, I mean, that was the fucking greatest thing I've ever heard. We got spaghetti and an apple tater. Holy shit, dude.
It's like a sequel.
That's the best thing. I got possessed by fucking content.
You guys are
there.
celebrities at this point.
Other features of the club included a soda fountain and snack bar, a bowling alley, billiards, and a still functioning movie theater from the original Pythian days that's located on the second floor.
How come we can't spend the night at this place?
Because there's
We
no
gotta
bed.
sleep in some blood-soaked farmhouse in the middle of nowhere?
Well, there's
But
no-
when we get to a castle that has a movie theater and a room full of trampolines, I assume they have that, we can't sleep there for the night?
As much as I would love to stay in a place with a bowling alley so I could slide you down and watch you hit all the pins, We can't.
Real funny.
I just
You wouldn't do that to me.
I wouldn't, but I would.
However, during the war, the theater also served as the church sanctuary and was where they would hold funerals. EVP recordings from this room reportedly have captured ghostly muffled voices, as well as whispers that just say one word: Lillian.
Okay, so we're going into the theater now. This is also the funeral room.
One ticket to the funeral, please.
Not two? You're not gonna treat me?
2 tickets for the funeral. Me and my buddy are here to check out that dead body.
All right. Well, let's just go inside. You ruined it.
And a popcorn.
That I like that.
Popcorn at a wake? We both gotta make sure that's in our will.
Oh, it definitely will be. All right, here's what we're gonna do, folks. I know this is a house of cinema, a house of theater. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna kill our lights. And we're gonna give the floor to you.
Yeah, that's right.
Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. My name is Ryan.
I'm Shane.
Can you say either of our names back to us, just to let us know you want to talk to us? Nice stage. Can someone tell me what happens on this stage? What? What jacket?
Bones?
Can you tell me the name of the castle that we're in? Kind of sound like Pythian, but I don't know.
No.
Can you tell me the name of the castle? The name of the castle. What is the name of the castle? All right, you lost your chance to talk. That sucks.
Ryan, quick idea.
What would that be?
You know, they're watching a lot of movies, probably a lot of funny things, watching Bob Hope, funny guy. What if we make them feel like we're part of the crowd? We just laugh for a bit.
Oh yeah, we could do that.
Make it seem like we're in with them.
Ah, shit, that guy's funny. He's a funny guy. He's a funny guy. Woo! I don't think it's working.
But these entertaining amenities weren't the only changes the army made to the castle. Down in the basement, the army added rows of what's believed to be prison cells to hold prisoners of war. These prisoners were either being treated at the hospital for injuries or being used for labor around the grounds. According to the current owner, the castle's cells held only the Italian prisoners of war, with one exception. One single Japanese soldier was also held in the cells below the Pythian castle. Reports claim that the soldier was allowed paint and paintbrushes for his own personal use, resulting in 2 murals that still remain in his cell to this day.
So right now we are in one of the cells that a Japanese prisoner of war was kept in. He was a cook, and because of his good behavior, he was given the opportunity to paint on these walls. And as you can see, he painted pictures of his homeland, which is actually beautiful, pretty nice. I think you recognize this. We got some paintbrushes, we got some canvas, and we got some paint. But I think just the presence of this brush here might make you want to communicate with us. Let you know that we're here to talk.
We're artsy guys, just like you.
Artsy fartsy.
We'll give you a chance to use these brushes. If not, we can sort of changeling it, and you can close your eyes and be swept away by the spirit and see what he draws
You
through.
can do some auto writing.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, you have to make that face when you do it. Do that one more time. Yeah, perfect. He's going. And you're being moved right now, right? You're not looking at this? Let me know when you feel like you've done it. Okay.
What did I get?
Let's take a look.
Well, that's not
It
very...
looks like shit.
I mean, you could probably hang that at MoMA. I'm just saying, that is art. We're in a haunted cell. I did auto writing, and that's what came out.
It almost looks like Piglet from Winnie the Pooh.
Recent visitors have reported capturing unexplainable white orbs in photos taken within the eerily quiet basement, as well as becoming violently ill while in the prison cells. Others have claimed to hear disembodied voices in conversation thought to be those of convalescing soldiers once locked inside.
Man, what would it be like to be in here? Apparently there was about 60 Italian prisoners of war. Not that many cells down here, so a lot of them crammed in here.
Unpleasant.
I'm just gonna jump straight into the spirit box.
We might as well.
Oh! Whoa, what was that? Who's down here with me?
We love Italy. We love, what?
Well, us. How long have you been in here?
A rough estimate.
How long have you been in here? 41.
Since 1941, maybe?
That would be my guess. Have you been in here since 1941? We're not here to hurt you. We're here to help. Want to figure out why you're still here. Okay. I'm going to turn this off really soon, so if there's anything you want to say it now. Fuck you guys.
Fuck you guys.
That wasn't very nice. That was actually somewhat successful.
An audio recorder left in this jail cell recorded this distant groan of pain. Is this the voice of one of the prisoners of war held in this castle? While most of the spirits who reside within the Pythian castle seem to be benevolent, there is one place where that is definitely not the case. Legend has it that the prisoners of war were transported from the various outbuildings of the O'Reilly Hospital complex to the prison cells by a below-ground steam tunnel that connects the buildings. There are rumors that at least one soldier died while in the tunnel. Known to communicate by tapping on the pipes along the walls, the staff at the castle has dubbed this spirit Mr. Boots.
Mr. Boots! You know when I'm gonna love something, and you know I love Mr. Boots.
I know. I just can't think of
You don't have to tell me anything else about him. I love Mr. Boots.
Recently, when a local news crew from Kansas City toured the steam tunnel, the tour guide asked Mr. Boots to let its presence be known by tapping on the pipes. Nothing. Again, the tour guide asked. And again, nothing. Thinking they were out of luck, the news crew cut the cameras, and in the news reporter's own words, quote, "Right when we stopped recording, we went and turned around, and you heard ding, ding, ding," end quote. Still shaken, the news reporter went on to say that upon hearing the tapping, the entire crew ran out of the steam tunnel as fast as they could. Unfortunately, Mr. Boots is not the only supernatural being inhabiting the steam tunnel. There have been rumblings of a truly evil spirit said to be squatting in the cramped and darkened space. Described as a large man, this unwelcomed ghost is of someone who allegedly mistreated the children back when the orphanage was still open. Those who are unlucky enough to encounter him speak of an aggressive and oppressive feeling. So to end our investigation, we'll explore the steam tunnel individually.
All right. There it is. Watch your head on this.
Yeah.
And yeah, it looks like a fucking nightmare.
All right, well, I'll head down there. What are you gonna do? Chill here?
Piss my pants.
Okay, well, good luck with that.
I don't like that I'm not gonna be able to escape this thing fast if I have to.
No, you sure won't.
So maybe I'll go halfway.
No, you'll have to go all the way down the end.
Maybe I'll go halfway.
You'll go to the end.
I think I'll go halfway.
No.
Not stoked. Not stoked to do this. How did this become my life?
Anybody down here? Is there a Mr. Boots here? I've heard absolutely wonderful things about a Mr. Boots. And that's more drippy drips. Okay, gonna continue down the steam tunnel.
Ideally, we get down there and Shane's just dead, and then we could end the investigation and I could go home. Obviously, very sad, thoughts and prayers, but I don't have to go down there then. So, lose a best friend, don't have to go in the tunnel. I think it comes out to be a wash, to be honest. So,
Feel free to talk into this microphone or kill me. One of those two things. Or do both. Kill me and then pick up my little EVP thing here and say, I fucking killed that guy. That works too. Here we go. Did you hear that, Mr. Boots?
any spiders down there?
Yes, quite a few.
Really?
Yeah, there's a ton.
Oh. I don't like
I
that.
brushed one off of me.
No, you didn't.
I did.
Fuck.
You're rarely afforded the opportunity to walk down a long tunnel and stand at the end of it in total darkness. And, I'm not about to look a gift horse in the mouth. I don't take it for granted.
Now, Mr. Boots, I know that's your name down here. Just know that if I see you, I am going to piss myself, scream, and then try and fight you, because that's all I know how to do. You would respond then with, that's what you would do.
Any of you at home, you ever walk down a long dark tunnel and then stay there for a while? Probably not, because it's scary. It's a scary thing to do. But I recommend it. If you see a drain pipe in your town and you wonder, what's down there? Is it Pennywise? Go check it out. Don't tell anyone you're going.
My name is Ryan. What's your name? What? Can you say apple tater again? How about spaghetti? Can we get a nice little spaghetti?
My greatest hope is that I farted so bad at the end of that tunnel that it makes Ryan Bergara throw up.
Do you want to keep talking to me? Oh my God, I just heard Ryan. Let me, Ryan. Okay, so you do want to talk. I just heard Ryan again. Fuck me. Holy shit. I am not my fear. I am stronger than my fear. Okay, let's talk. What do you want to talk about?
One more place left, and that's it. And then we don't have to listen to that spirit box ever again. Can we finish that episode with me smashing the spirit box with a hammer? I'll personally pay for it. I'll Venmo BuzzFeed money if they let me smash the spirit box with a hammer. Or my fucking boot. Or on Ryan's head. I'll chew it like a sandwich. I'll swallow it and shit it out. I'm ready to destroy it. But this has been fun.
What's your name? Come on, try harder. You can do it. What's your name? What the fuck? Oh shit! Oh shit! Holy shit! Sorry if I freaked out, but that's the scariest thing I have ever heard on one of these investigations. I just heard my name loud and fucking clear, not on the spirit box. Holy shit! What? Huh? Hello? Hello? Okay, well that sucks. Who was that? Hi? Who's down here with me? Who? Go? Go where? You don't have to ask me twice. Fuck that.
Brian, did you not hear me calling you?
Oh, you motherfucker. That was good. Holy shit. You really scared the fuck out of me.
Yeah, I got you good.
Really happy that you're taking this investigation seriously.
Well, you know, we have to have a little fun at the end of them. Was that good?
So the first two voices were you, then Ryan.
The Ryan.
Good, good. Because I did hear two really fucking clear Ryans on the spirit box.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you make it all the way to the end?
I did.
Good, I'm proud of you.
Then
No
I-
spiders, I was just kidding about that.
Then I stayed the rest of the way in the middle because fuck that.
Sure.
Well, I am certainly glad to be leaving that place.
One more left.
One more left. Goodbye, steam tunnel. Goodbye, castle. Goodbye, dormitories. Goodbye, prison cells.
Well, and most of all, goodbye, Mr. Boots.
Goodbye, Mr. Boots. You were pleasant.
Funny
in that
guy.
you, I guess, kind of talked to me. See you later. Oh shit, I almost tripped down the stairs.
Built to be a beacon of friendship, charity, and benevolence, the Pythian castle was instead the site of tragedy and horror. A great stone fortress that was home to so many in need, but whether those spirits will ever escape still remains unsolved.
Well, we've been wanting to come here a long time.
Yeah, bit of a bucket list place, huh?
Yeah, it's just when I actually cross the items off this bucket list, I'm not very excited. I am when I'm at home, imagining it, but now that I'm standing here looking at it.
Now you gotta be brave.
Yeah.
Do you remember how to do that?
The Villisca Axe Murder House. Look, it's kind enough to remind us when the horrible event happened.
Yeah.
Grab a picture, send a postcard to your parents. Ugh. This week on BuzzFeed Unsolved, we investigate the Villisca Axe Murder House as part of our ongoing investigation into the question, are ghosts real?
Oh.
It's back. A location voted one of the most terrifying places in America, this unassuming family home in Villisca, Iowa was the setting for one of the most grisly, infamous unsolved murders in American history.
So the ghoul boy is gonna show up and do that little dance.
Right
Knowing
here.
absolutely nothing about this and having driven through Iowa, I'm terrified. Because I don't believe in ghosts, but I do believe that Iowa is haunted.
Just as a whole, just as soon as you cross the state lines, you could have a hitchhiking ghost.
Yeah, and look, I'm sure there's plenty of nice people in Iowa, but I'm from Illinois, so they can all go fuck
Oh
themselves.
God, let's not bring up the...
Yeah, we got beef.
There's no reason to bring up the I-State turf war.
There's a lot of turf out there in the Midwest. Turf wars, yeah, we don't like each other.
How many skulls have you claimed in this turf war?
Countless.
Oh shit. Okay, let's get into it.
Built in 1868, this 3-bedroom house was purchased by local business owner Josiah B. Moore in 1903. Josiah, his wife, Sarah, and their 4 children, Herman, Catherine, Boyd, and Paul, lived in the small frame home located on 2nd Street and were the very picture of a perfect family. On June 9th, 1912, around 9:30 p.m., the Moore family made their way back home after attending a special service for children at the local church. The Moore family was joined by Lena and Ina Stillinger, who were friends of their eldest daughter and were sleeping over that night. Early the next morning, Mary Peckham, the Moore's neighbor, was up at 5 a.m. hanging laundry. By 7 a.m., she noticed that no one in the Moore home was awake and doing their usual daily chores. Mary recalled that something just felt off. The Moore's untended horses began neighing, so Mary walked over to the Moore home and knocked on their door. There was no answer. She attempted to open the door, but found it to be locked. Growing increasingly distressed, Mary called Josiah's brother Ross, and at 8:30 a.m. on the morning of June 10th, 1912, Ross Moore stepped inside his brother's family home to find the unthinkable.
This might be the door that the killer entered through, or at least some suspect that. And here we are. Hello!
Hi there.
Well, this is the kitchen, and as you can see, everything is pretty much set as it would have been in 1912. All of the furniture is almost the same. This, for the most part, is what it looked like that night. Every footstep in here shakes this house.
Yeah, just as a quick example, because it seems to really, if I just give a little.
Which makes it kind of hard for me to believe that this guy could have snuck around. But he did. Somehow.
Do you get bad vibes from this place, Ryan?
I mean, I don't love it. I don't love any of the places that we go through. But I will say that this place in particular, because it's so small and such horrible things happen in such a small area, the concentrated dread here is unlike most places we've been to.
Ross opened the door to the downstairs bedroom to find the lifeless and bloodied bodies of Lena and Ina Stillinger in bed. The local paper paints a gruesome picture of what Ross Moore beheld that fateful morning. Quote, their heads chopped open with an axe, a spectacle so repulsive that it was almost beyond comprehension that 6 more victims, murdered in identically the same fashion, lay in the 2 bedrooms upstairs, end quote. In just one night, 8 people had been systematically murdered with an axe, and not one person heard or saw a thing. Upon investigation, all 8 victims appear to have been killed in their sleep, with one exception. The only sign of struggle apparent was with Lena Stillinger. Her arm was arranged in a way that appeared she had tried to stop the attacker. She also had a small cut on that same arm to suggest that she may have been nicked by the axe. Strangely, investigators also discovered a 2-pound slab of raw bacon, carefully wrapped in a dish towel in the same room in which the Stillinger girls were found.
Obviously, the fact that someone can commit heinous crimes like this is baffling to me, but the bacon just kind of tips it over the edge for me. I just don't understand it.
My thoughts are, it is someone who knows the family and they have some weird personal gripe that has to do with like a hog.
Oh, so this is kind of like the equivalent of like the horse head in the bed.
Exactly.
Or he missed breakfast.
This is the room that the Stillinger girls were killed in, and this is actually the first 2 bodies that were found by Mr. Moore's brother.
Well, they've sure got this place stocked up with spooky toys.
That is true. They definitely cornered the market on creepy dolls. Well, it's said that people feel very oppressive feelings in here. It's said to have split groups up. They'll start arguing with each other and stuff like that. I dare them to try and split us up.
Can't be done.
Can't be done.
We're Ghoul brothers.
That's a bond that lasts forever. They also found the 2 pounds of bacon right there.
Yum.
I'm gonna turn on a device here that may help you speak with us. You could use the energy from this device to communicate. It's everyone's favorite tool. Say it with me. Here comes the spirit box. Okay, my name is Ryan.
I'm Shane.
Can you say our names back to us? If there's something here with us right now, can you say Ryan or Shane? Right now I'm reaching out to whoever murdered in this house. Why did you do it? Hey!
What did he say?
I'm gonna ask you again. Prove to me that it was you who did this, because I don't believe you.
Hey, you sick little weirdo. Huh?
I'm reaching out to Lena and Ina right now. I'm really sorry what happened to you happened to you. Can you tell me your names if you're here? Are you scared of us?
What did he sweat?
I just said switch.
Switch? Oh, I'll hold it. You want to talk to me?
Here.
Oh, I've never held this thing before. I don't enjoy it. Talk to me. I don't respect you. That should rile you up. I think you suck. Ryan loves you. Big fan of your work.
That's not true.
Yeah, he's a sicko, just like you.
That's not true.
I think you're a loser.
Jesus.
That thing sucks.
Almost 100 years later, in June 2009, one visitor visited the newly renovated home now owned by Darwin and Martha Lynn and attempted to make contact with the Stillinger girls in the very room in which their lives were shockingly cut short. The visitor called out to the girls, asking them to turn his flashlight off and on. They obliged every time, causing him to proclaim, quote, "I believe the spirits of all 8 victims still dwell within that house," end quote.
The mag light is hooey.
Why?
Because it's not, there's
Oh God, I think he blacked out.
there's no correlation. Even if the flashlight was turning on and off, you hear,
Okay, calm down, calm down.
there's nothing to back it up. There's no science behind it. You could say nothing at all, they will turn on and off. Here's the best I can use here. We're sleeping in a tent. We hear hoof noises outside. We wake up in the morning and see hoof prints outside. And I say, there were horses here last night. And you say, yes, it was a unicorn. And I say, what? That's what's happening
Well,
here.
unicorns aren't real. And ghosts are real. Now, for me to really think there's something here, I'm gonna need to see some intelligent responses on the actual flashlight I tell you to turn on. We're not just focusing on one flashlight.
We're looking for Morse code.
If there's something in here right now, please turn off the black one while turning on the blue one.
So we want to see them switch.
Exactly.
Oh,
No, not good enough.
you got to turn the black one off if you remember the instructions. That's what we were asking for. Let's turn off that black flashlight, huh?
That's good. I like
Come on.
He really commanded.
Let's just turn off that sexy little black flashlight. Oh, wrong one. Boy, you're not good at following instructions, huh? Oh,
Switching them now? You gonna switch it? Switch from the black to the blue right now.
Oh, no, you're teasing us tonight, huh? Come on.
Look, we've heard lots of reports that whatever's in here loves playing with these flashlights. And all I'm seeing right now is random activity. Okay, now we're at even.
Okay, baseline.
Turn the blue one, the one on the left, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blue one on now.
Turn on the blue one in 3, 2. Fuck.
It's too soon.
If we do it enough times, it'll be perfect.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna think that's a real thing. I don't know, man. I think we're alone in this room right now.
Yeah, I'm saying this house has good vibes.
Maybe
See what
you
I'm
bring
saying?
in the good vibes. Maybe
I
you're
do
just...
bring good vibes. They're probably very happy that not some dour ghost hunter coming in here being like, oh, I feel a sense of energy. You know, I'm coming in being like, let's party, folks. Except for the murderer. We do not want to party with you.
It may sound unimaginable now, but due to the heinous nature of these crimes and the fact that the town of Villisca only had 2,000 residents, the crime scene became a full-blown spectacle with upwards of 100 people touring the home, with the bodies of the 8 victims still in it. Even after arriving to examine the scene, the town marshal went so far as to let the townspeople handle the axe, utterly contaminating the murder weapon left behind by the killer themselves.
Do you think this has anything to do with why this case is unsolved?
I think it has everything to do with it, Ryan.
Well, step right up. Come here and see if you could do the same whack. Like,
You got it?
wait a second. I was smiling in that one. Do another one. That's the town marshal.
Again, Iowa.
Oh my God.
Finally, at noon, about 3.5 hours after the bodies were found, the Villisca National Guard arrived. When they were finally able to secure the scene, authorities could then begin investigations into who could have committed these 8 gruesome axe murders on a quiet Sunday night in a town the Iowa Touring Atlas called, quote, one of the finest cities in the state, end quote. The motive for the murders was unclear, as there was no evidence of a robbery or any other reason why the Moore family would have been targeted. Investigators found Josiah's pants hung on his and Sarah's bedpost, still containing cash, a check, and keys. They also found a huge gash in the wall of the parents' upstairs bedroom right above the mirror, now covered with clothing by the murderer. It is believed this mark was made, quote, by the upswing of the axe, end quote. Further evidence bears this out, as Josiah was the only victim killed with the sharp end of the axe. All 7 others died by being bludgeoned with the blunt back edge of the axe.
This is the bedroom of Josiah and Sarah Moore, and it was here that there still is a mark from the axe from the upswing, so you could only imagine the force that this dude was coming down on. There is a dread to this room. Also, once again, sheet over the mirror.
Just straight up spooky.
There's something about this guy, there's like, I don't know if it's a vanity thing or he was ashamed of what he was doing, but he couldn't control himself. And it was in the girl's bedroom. It's been everywhere.
Yeah.
So I don't know what his deal is. Right now I'm reaching out to the spirit of Josiah and Sarah Moore. First off, thank you for having us in your house. Really, genuinely sorry for what happened to you. If there's anything you'd like to let us know about that night, please reach out to us.
We're very non-judgmental. What?
Sorry. Can you say that again?
While the voice I heard in this moment was not captured, an audio recorder left in this room later picked up a voice saying this. Is this the voice of the Villisca axe murderer?
Who's here with me right now? Why did you do what you did?
Strangely, all 8 of the victims' faces had been covered with clothing or bedding after being killed, and at some point, the murderer is also believed to have closed all the window curtains.
So obviously he couldn't have covered up those mirrors before he killed them. Because it would be too loud.
If he was like sneaky.
Well, he's gotta be sneaky in the first place. Was it rainy that night or anything? How loud is it in Iowa? Because to kill one person and not wake up another person, impressive. To kill 7 people.
That's true.
And not even wake up the 8th one, how?
Among cigarette butts and bloody footprints, investigators also found food on the kitchen table from where the murderer had fixed themselves something to eat before exiting out the front door, locking it, and taking the key with them. Years later, the home's caretaker, Johnny Hauser, would have another encounter originating in the kitchen that would stop him in his tracks. Hauser, who has stated that he was very much a skeptic prior to working at the house, said, quote, "I'm up in the kids' room, and I locked the kitchen door so nobody can walk in. And as I'm up there, somebody walks in the house," end quote. Hauser goes on to say he's so positive it's someone trespassing that he decides to pull a prank that will set them straight. So he hides in the closet of the children's upstairs bedroom and waits until, quote, "Finally he goes upstairs into the room I'm in. I kick the door open and scream. Nothing. At all. Soon as I see there's nothing, it just sucked the air like I got the wind knocked out of me," end quote.
This is the children's room, obviously. This is where all the Moore children slept and where they were sleeping the night of the awful tragedy, obviously. And it is unnerving to be sitting on this bed. Actually, kind of curious what this closet looked like to be hiding in here. Nope, not doing that.
I'll go in there.
You can do it. Yeah, you do it. Oh, is it awful?
There's more people in here.
Bye-bye.
Hey. I'm gonna turn my light out.
Me too. Oh, fuck me. You can make your presence be known. I could hear everything right now. To the Moore children, I'm really sorry. What happened to you happened to you. Do you have anything you'd like to say? I'm just here to help. Whoever's with me right now, can you tell me your name? Oh, shit! Shane, is that you?
No, I'm in the closet. Just chilling.
The fucking bed moved. Oh, shit! Is that you?
No, I didn't do shit. When should I come out of here?
Or maybe come out now. You could come out now. Jesus fucking Christ.
What occurred?
Here, sit on the bed. Sit where I was sitting. Kind of felt like this.
Oh, that's a ghost thing.
I thought somehow you kind of like bumped the wall because this, you know, this house is.
No, I was standing directly behind the door.
If that was you that moved the bed, can you please move it again? Because I would like my big tall friend here to experience it. Can you move that curtain off the mirror? That little towel, that little blanket? Is there anybody here with us in this room right now?
I'll kill him?
Sounded like Michael Rooker. He's not dead, is he?
No. As far as I know. Speak!
Stop it. Do you want us to stop? It sounded like stop me.
Somebody stop me!
I don't think it's Jim Carrey.
Oh.
Stop you from what? Is there anything you want to say to us?
Huh?
What are your parents' names? I didn't really quite catch that. Could you say that again? Whose parents? What's your parents' names?
Have anything to tell us about the person who killed you? Did you see them?
I hope not. Something won? What did you see? Okay, I'm gonna turn it off.
You gotta love technology. Love the spirit box, love all that it gives us. What a wonderful gift.
I sense the sarcasm in your voice.
It sucks, it's a stupid piece of shit.
While some investigations suggest the presence of the family in the house, multiple others suggest that the house is haunted by the killer themselves. Investigators from the show Kindred Spirits picked up an EVP response to the question, "Did you do something to this family?" The response, "I killed them." A medium picked up the presence of the killer in the house, describing him as, quote, "giddy about what he was going to do," end quote, and that his favorite type of person was the type that was weak and easily manipulated, like, quote, "putty in his hands," end quote. So if the killer does indeed still reside in this house, how did he originally get in? What investigators hypothesize was that the murderer had gained access to the Moore family home by removing the screen of a first-floor window. However, evidence at the scene made this method of entry seem implausible in lieu of a far more terrifying theory. The murderer was most likely hiding in the Moore's attic, lying in wait and holding Josiah Moore's own axe.
Well, 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 it's the big bad of the house. The attic. Oh, wow, this may be the first room we've encountered that's neither Ryan nor Shane sized. Gonna move this awful little doll.
This is concerning. Oh, that's nice. Nice that you look like a little king here.
Well,
King of the dolls.
This is actually probably where he sat.
How did they not see him in here? The room was, I guess maybe they would have like a bunch of stuff in here.
Yeah, why would they look in here? Do you check every room in your house before you go to sleep?
Yes.
You don't strike me as that kind of a cautious kind of guy. I feel like you would just go to sleep with the windows and doors open.
You do what you do to make your girlfriend feel safe.
That's fair. Well, there is no real kind of mistaking who would be in here.
It's the stinker.
It's just you, and you know who you are.
Mr. Bad News.
Who's in here with us right now? What was that? Why did you do what you did? I hear you enjoy it. Is that true? Why are you still here? What year is it? 18, what does that mean? I'm gonna turn this off in 10 seconds. 10, 9, last chance to say anything. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
But perhaps no event indicating the killer's presence remaining in the house was more clear than what happened in 2014. On November 7th, the caretaker Johnny Hauser greeted that evening's overnight guests, a man in his 50s along with his elderly parents. Hauser noted that the man was carrying a large hunting knife on his belt. Hauser checked them in and then left for the night. The next morning, Hauser heard that the man, who was apparently in the house alone, had been stabbed in the downstairs bedroom the night before. The knife had been jabbed into his chest, and he laid in a pool of his own blood until he was found. The man's injuries were labeled as self-inflicted. Miraculously, the man survived the attack and even returned to the home years later. When it came to explaining what actually happened that night, all the man could remember was going into the bedroom with the goal of provoking the spirits, and the next thing he knew, he was waking up in an emergency room.
So let's see if I end up in a puddle of my own blood.
The caretaker noted that the first thing the man did was apologize to the house for his behavior. Hauser states that he didn't believe a ghost stabbed the man, but he does think that perhaps the house has a dangerous effect on people and their mental state while inside. Also of note, the axe used in the murders, originally owned by Josiah himself, was found in this very room in which the stabbing occurred. And with that being said, we will now end our investigation individually, in the home alone, starting in the downstairs bedroom, just like the man who was supposedly attacked in 2014.
You could hear my stomach. It's actually like grumbling right
You're gonna freak out in there.
now. I might shit my pants.
You know what? It's extra scary because the environment that you'll be in, darkness, quiet, is exactly the conditions when he murdered all those people.
I know. I was
Creeping around the house just like him.
I was thinking that.
Here we are in the good old Villisca Axe Murder House. It's me, Shane. I'm here alone, so now's a great time to fuck with me.
You know, it used to tear me up that he would go in there and have a grand old time, but now I'm just frankly impressed by it. And he just seems to have no fear, which I used to see as courageous, but now I just think he's an insane person.
If you're the killer, why don't you turn that left flashlight off right now? If you're the killer, turn that left flashlight off. I'd very much appreciate it. There's just a little glimmer of light left in it. Oh, it's coming. Oh, there it goes. Okay, it's off. Okay, so the killer is here. Odd choice to stick around this house. As I said, you kind of successfully did all the murders here and then also chose to haunt this place? Did you not die somewhere else? Or is this like you returned to the scene of the crime to yuck it up a little bit? I don't know. Well, the flashlight went on again. Does that mean yes? Is that a yes? You did choose to return here?
You know, I could acknowledge intellectually that I'm not gonna die in there, but for whatever reason, it's still very horrifying, the idea that I might see something.
Once again, my name is Shane. I'm looking for the killer. Hey, fucko!
The thing that probably sucks the most about this one is that spirit in there, if the killer is in fact in there, tends to really gravitate towards antagonistic forces or people who are scared. And what Shane's doing in there is pissing it off, and then he's gonna, the guy's gonna be in there, you know, punching air because he can't get to the big guy. And then I'm gonna walk in there and be scared with him being pissed off already. And then he's gonna stick a metaphorical ghost dildo up my ass or something like that. I don't know what a ghost would do. It's gonna suck.
Now, I think they've asked us not to sleep on these beds. I'm gonna lay down on the floor next to it and close my eyes. And then if the killer is here, or if the spirit of the killer is here, now would be a great time. Use your ghost powers to strangle me. Maybe when I open my eyes, you can be levitating like an inch above my face or something. It's actually quite calming. Very vulnerable. I'm so vulnerable right now. Oh my God.
You could really take a whack at me, I tell you that. So many people would see it. It would be trending for at least a day or two on Twitter. People would be like, oh my God, you see this guy get fucking split in two by a ghoul. Really pleasant.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You have a fun time in there?
I took a little nap up on the top floor. Word of warning.
Yeah, this is gonna be some really helpful information. Go.
It doesn't feel right in there when you're alone.
Yeah, no shit, dude.
It doesn't feel right.
Your eyes actually look really scary right now.
Yeah, because I've been in there.
Now get on in there.
How the fuck did I get myself into this? Well, it is me. I'm alone. I am not my fear. I'm stronger than my fear.
I'm surprised we don't hear any screams right now. He may be dead. It's possible his heart just stopped and he's lying on the floor in there.
Okay, I'm in the Ina Stillinger room with Elena Stillinger. This is where the two girls that were sleeping over got killed. Ha 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 ha. I didn't mean to laugh at that. I am just incredibly nervous right now. We're just gonna go with one flashlight here, folks. The blue light. If there's somebody in here with me right now, turn that bad boy off now. This is horrifying though, but I'm stronger than that because it's just in my head. It's all in my head. And the light turned off. Okay. Well, if there's somebody in here with me right now, turn the light back on. In 3, 2, 1, on.
A great deal of my time was spent napping because I thought, well, what's the scariest thing I can do even as someone who doesn't believe in ghosts? And I think, you know, going into this allegedly haunted house, laying on the ground next to a bed where a person was murdered in their sleep and closing your eyes is a good challenge.
Going upstairs, parents' bedroom. Is there anybody in here with me? I know my big tall friend came in here and probably roughed you up a little bit. Told you that I was the guy that you could come in and push around. That's not true. In fact, I'm one of the most feared ghost hunters alive. And that's what you are, a ghost. Because you're just a man. And men die. We're at the halfway point here. The party is almost over, so to speak. We're not gonna have much time left. So that being said, it's time to go into the lion's den. I mean, quite literally, I have to crouch down to get into this son of a bitch. All right, buddy boy. You wanted me? Here I am. My name is Ryan. What's your name? Can you say my name back to me? Why did you do what you did here? You want me to leave? Just leave? Why do you want me to leave? Do you not like being talked to this way? You got 10 seconds to start speaking or I'm turning it off. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What a relief. That was a spiritual experience inside there.
Was it good in there? How you doing? How'd it go?
I feel kind of invigorated, honestly.
Well, goodbye, Villisca.
It's been real, but I'm real glad I'm leaving. Let's go. One last look. Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here.
Absolute beaut. Absolute beaut.
After 5 years, a widespread effort failed to find any credible suspects. Hauser added, quote, "You got a murder in a small town with 5 years of gossip. Everyone in town at some point was a suspect," end quote. Legal proceedings involving 3 different men were pursued, but no one was ever convicted of the horrifying crimes that befell the Moore family and the Stillinger girls. the Villisca axe murders remain one of the most infamous cold cases in American history. We will never know what took place in the Moore family home on that night in June 1912, which resulted in the loss of 8 innocent lives, or if the tragic victims of that gruesome and brutal crime still roam the residence they once called home over 100 years later. Whether the Villisca axe murder house is haunted by those who lost their lives that night, or if the property itself was stained by the pure evil from the unspeakable acts perpetrated by an unknown murderer, will remain unsolved.
Holy moly. This looks like the Haunted Mansion.
This is a sweet-ass house.
Wouldn't mind shacking up in here.
No, this is the nicest house I've ever seen.
That being said, it is horrifying. Should I knock?
Do 3 knocks. Mock the Holy Trinity.
Hello? This week on BuzzFeed Unsolved, we investigate the Morris-Jumel mansion as part of our ongoing investigation into the question, are ghosts real?
No.
You son of a bitch. The oldest standing home in Manhattan played host to everyone from George Washington to Alexander Hamilton, and once was even the private residence of former Vice President and infamous dueler Aaron Burr, an occupant who some say may have never left.
Scary.
He's a ghost now.
Yes, we got that. It's nice to go to a nice metropolitan location, rub elbows with them city folk.
We got some famous ghosts here. We got, like I said, George Washington, Alexander Hamilton, Aaron Burr.
Yeah.
Burr in particular, what would you say to that guy if given the chance, and you will have the chance?
I guess I'd be kind of curious to know what they think of like the Beatles or something. Like, did you see Jurassic Park? Can you venture over to a movie theater?
Well, I think I'd probably ask Aaron Burr what it's like to be a loser. He's the only person I've known who, in winning, lost even more.
That's true.
Pretty funny.
Pretty funny.
And I got some fun little tricks for him. Let's get into it.
Completed in 1765, this stately mansion was the summer home for British Colonel Roger Morris and his family. Dubbed Mount Morris, the estate was situated on 135 acres of land, stretching between what is now the Harlem and Hudson rivers. The Morris family's time at the home would be cut short, however, as they were forced to vacate in 1776 upon the outbreak of the American Revolutionary War. And on September 14th, Mount Morris, a home named after a British colonel, became the headquarters for the Continental Army under the leadership of none other than General George Washington. Situated on one of the highest points in Manhattan, Mount Morris was perfect for strategizing, as it provided unobstructed views of Connecticut, New Jersey, and the entirety of New York Harbor.
I don't think I could handle being a general.
You're a coward.
Well, it's not that I'm a coward, it's just I'm very indecisive. Sometimes I'll go and order something on the menu and then I'll be like, oh, wait, can I change it?
You are like that.
And I can't do that in war. I can't be like, wait, come back, boys. I changed my, wait, no. Sorry, fuck. I'm bad at this job. Can we take a time out?
It was said that General Washington paced the floors of his office as he charted out movements for the troops under his command. In recent years, Carol Ward, the executive director of the museum now housed within the mansion, was leading a tour through the home when they all heard heavy footsteps coming from upstairs, even though, quote, no one was on the second floor, end quote.
So this is the Washington War Room, and as the name would suggest, this is where Georgie boy plotted out his plan of attack.
The big man himself was in here.
George, are you in here? Mr. President, could you open one of these drawers or wiggle one of the handles, George? Show us you're here. This guy was moving already. George, they often say they hear footsteps in here. Can you walk into the room, please? This is what we call a spirit box.
Oh yeah, you know what? This is the only time, George, I'm excited about the spirit box. Would love to introduce this little piece of shit to a president. No, he doesn't.
He said not now. Why not now? Who is this? Vinny? Who am I speaking to? Are you gone now? I think they're done with us.
Yeah, wait, I don't know that they started with us.
Well, they started with us.
Okay.
Go ahead and mark that one down as another point for the
I
Shane.
thought we got some good responses there.
Oh yeah, they're really good.
Unfortunately, by October 21st, General Washington was forced to retreat and Mount Morris fell back into British hands, and for the remainder of the war, became the headquarters for British and Hessian armies. However, reports over the years implicate that one such soldier might have never left. Eyewitness accounts claim that the ghost of a drunk Hessian soldier can sometimes be found on the main staircase in the home. There are rumors, however, that said Hessian soldier actually died on that staircase, and that the eyewitness accounts of his drunkenness are in fact more likely of a man struggling to descend a flight of stairs in the tragic final moments of his life.
The infamous Hessian staircase. One of the museum attendants said that he actually fell into his bayonet. Hate when that happens.
Not ideal.
My name is Ryan.
My name is Shane.
What happened to you on this staircase? Can you tell us your name?
What did you say when you fell
Oh, wait a
down?
second. Stop moving.
Why?
Say that, could you say that again? No need to be shy, we just want to set the record straight. Come on. What was that? Is there somebody here with us right now? Could you make your presence known? Can you move something? What's your name on this staircase? What? Oh. What's your name?
Taco Bell? Gimme?
I'm gonna get you? What happened on this staircase? What happened on this staircase? Were you drunk? Execute. Is there anybody even here with me right now?
I am.
I know that.
That's a beautiful spider.
I certainly would like to know where that spider is at all times. Why would you want him to come up to you?
Where's my little friend?
After General Washington led the Continental Army to victory over the British in the American Revolutionary War, the sprawling estate was sold in order to cover war debts, then used as a tavern that once hosted a dinner by the now President George Washington. While there's been no reported supernatural evidence originating from that fateful night, the dining room of the mansion has had its share of unexplained phenomena. When a local news crew from New York toured the dining room, paranormal investigator Vincent Carbone called out, "Is anyone in the hallway?" A member of the mansion's staff distinctly heard a disembodied female voice answer, "No," just next to her.
Who's this Carbone guy?
I don't know, but he has a fun last name. Vincent Carbone, paranormal investigator. You got any ghosts here? Not anymore, because Vincent Carbone's coming.
I paint houses with ghosts. Just screwing on a silencer.
I got an EMF meter and a 9mm. Anybody want to say something to me? Vinny Bones, if you're watching this, please tweet at me.
We're fans. We know you're not a supernatural hitman.
That would be sick, dude. Now this is the dining room. It's a fair amount of activity in here. Eliza was also notoriously a flirt, and it's said that this grandfather clock will wink at handsome men.
I was just, before you said that, I was like, did that clock wink at me?
Yeah, I don't think it did.
Yeah, I gotta say, it's an attractive clock.
Oh, you trying to butter it up?
No, I'm just, you know those people who like fall in love with like the Eiffel Tower and stuff? If I had to fall in love with an object, I think I'd kiss a clock and sort of go out on dates with it, or...
Do you want to bang this clock?
No, but I'm saying if I had to, I would. So this painted face...
Is gonna wink, yeah.
The paint on this surface will animate and it will wink. This is the weirdest...
Am I handsome? How about now?
Don't do that to the clock.
Why not?
Well, anyway, last chance. Give us a smooch.
Oh, maybe that's what she wants.
I heard footsteps.
Anybody here with us? Perhaps George Washington or some soldiers? If there's anybody here with us, can you make your presence known? Can you say our names back to us, Ryan or Shane? Can you move something? Give it up, man. It's not gonna wink at you.
Yeah, thought maybe.
After the tavern went out of business, the mansion was purchased by wealthy merchant Farnsworth and his wife Eliza. Stefan was from the south of France and had emigrated to the US shortly before he met Eliza Bowen, who at the time was working as an extra at a New York theater. A classic rags to riches story with a bit of a twist. Eliza was born the illegitimate daughter of a sex worker and reportedly pretended to be terminally ill in order to convince Jumel to marry her, citing matrimony as her last dying wish.
You got to be kind of cracked if you're going to lie about being terminally ill. That's a mean thing to do.
Well, you wouldn't recommend that?
No.
Interesting.
You think she was like, oh my goodness, it's beautiful. Thank you. Well, I'm feeling better. Let's get to wedding planning, huh?
Yeah, do you think she was it a gradual thing? Was she like day by day just getting better? Like, oh, I'm feeling a little better today. Or was it actually just like, she puts it on and it's like the last Infinity Stone for Thanos. Just...
After marrying in 1804, Stefan would purchase Mount Morris 6 years later in 1810. Eliza negotiated $2,000 off the asking price because rumors of the property being haunted were already rampant. Reportedly, Eliza's own adopted daughter refused to stay in the house alone, and witness accounts confirm her greatest fears with compelling evidence of the supernatural coming from the one room that is situated below ground. Located in the basement lies what was once the Morris-Jumel mansion's kitchen. Visitors have reported witnessing swaying pots in a fireplace that's been sealed for years, hearing disembodied voices and unexplainable sounds as something or someone moves through the room unseen.
It's a little dank down here.
oh, that's dank, man.
Now this place has said to be more active as of late. Is there anybody down here with us? I feel like we're not alone, so show yourself, please.
Bullet. We've got Ryan, we've got Shane. Here, one night only, ready to talk to you on this godforsaken contraption. He's speaking to the microphone. Holler. Just do the best you can to form a single word.
What's the name of this place? This house? Who do you work for?
Who do you work for? Christoph?
What's your name? Can you say my name back to me, Ryan?
Oh.
Jesus. You're in bad shape, buddy.
Every time you play it, I think it drains life out of my body.
As for who the ghosts are that reside within this haunted mansion, that is still up for debate. But the answer may lie in an event that took place almost 60 years ago in front of a group of school children. In 1964, a school teacher brought their students up to Mount Morris for a field trip. The mansion's curator was running late, so the school teacher let the children play on the front lawn until they arrived. As the children played, an old woman wearing a violet dress walked out onto the second floor balcony, looked down at the children, and said, quote, "My husband is very ill. You have to keep quiet," end quote. The children obliged, and when the curator finally showed up, they told her what had happened, thinking the old woman in the violet dress was a reenactor from the time period and part of the tour. The school teacher, having seen the old woman as well, backed up the children's version of events. Confused, the curator told the group that the house was empty and padlocked, and that no such woman existed. But as the group climbed the large winding staircase just inside the mansion, they passed a large portrait hanging on the wall. Pointing to the woman in the painting, the children said, quote, "That's her, that's her." Stunned, the curator explained that that's impossible, as the woman in the painting was Villisca, and she had died over 100 years ago.
That's a ghost.
That's a pretty good tale right there.
The other thing would be cool is if we saw the painting and we were like, yo, that's that lady. And then I was like, well, what? Let's look around. So then we look back at the painting and she's gone.
Oh, like she hopped out of the frame?
Where'd she go? And then from behind us we go, "Hey, boys!" And we turn around and go, "Huh?" And she's like, and then she flies away.
Audrey Braver, the Morris-Jumel home's museum director in the early 1980s, reported that it is unlikely such an event occurred, chalking it up to a planned hoax or performance at the time. However, she was unable to provide proof of such a hoax, and despite her ongoing denial of all things supernatural, Braver did admit that on occasion even she had odd interactions with young child visitors. In her own words, quote, "They'll refuse to walk down the hallway. They'll say, 'No, can't go down that hall. Bad things down there,' end quote.
Eliza, I've very much been looking forward to meeting you. By all accounts, you're a hilarious lady. There's a lot said about you, and this is an opportunity for you to clear it up. Wouldn't it be crazy if, like, we looked at this long enough, we hear a little whisper behind us?
Yeah, like,
"You boys like that picture of me? I never did."
come on.
We know you like when there's parties around, you were a big socialite. We're party guys.
Yeah.
Last night, we went out in New York City, and we painted this town with our vomit.
No, we didn't. We were pretty responsible. You're 30 now.
I'm trying to set the
Oh,
mood.
yeah. Oh, it was a scene, Eliza.
Eliza, I only have one question for you now.
Will you marry me?
That's his question. But mine is, do you like to party? My fair lady, I bid you adieu. I'll see you upstairs.
Aaron Burr?
Aaron Burr,
And go fuck yourself.
go fuck yourself. All right.
In this room, our audio recorder picks up this male voice. Is this the voice of Vice President Aaron Burr? For Villisca, things would take a turn in 1832 when Stefan reportedly fell off a carriage and landed on a pitchfork. Miraculously, he survived the fall and was taken home, but tragically died later that night. Upon his death, rumors swirled that Eliza had removed his bandages and let him bleed out. But the gossip surrounding her involvement in Stefan's death was based more on her outcast status rather than actual facts. Some also believe the pitchfork story was rumored as well, and that Stefan likely just died from an illness such as pneumonia.
I mean, probably a good thing that pitchforks have largely gone out of fashion because
Exactly.
people had to be using those things left and right to murder, right?
Well, this guy got killed like he was one of the victims in a Halloween film.
I know,
Like he got
just-
murdered by Michael Myers.
No, you really gotta wind up on those things, huh? Because it's really like a.
Yeah, he's like a teen banging on a haystack.
He knocked my damn hat off. I was murdering so hard.
That's why Michael Myers doesn't wear a hat.
That's right. That's why Michael Myers doesn't wear one of these hats.
I bet you he was in the mirror when he was trying things on, like the mask, and he was like,
Is this scary? Beep boop boop beep boop boop.
and then he started doing his like, no, it gets in the way.
Thinking they could get the truth from the man himself, a psychic visited the home years later and claimed to have summoned the spirit of Stefan Jumel. They reported that Stefan told them he'd been murdered by his wife and buried alive. This claim was challenged in 1965 when world-famous ghost hunter Hans Holzer held his own seance at the mansion and said that when he made contact with Stefan, all the spirit did was complain about his wife. Wanting answers, the staff at the mansion decided to hold their own seance in Villisca's bedroom, and even allowed a local radio station to broadcast it. But, quote, they got such foul language that it had to be cut off the air, end quote.
What are we doing here? Is it a seance? I'm staring at these olives.
We're doing a classic seance here. We're gonna try and set the record straight, and let's just get into it. Right now, my name is,
Hey, by the way, I set up the flashlight for you.
You have a mag light here.
I know you like that.
I do like that. We're reaching out right now to Morris-Jumel. We're sitting in your bedroom, and we'd like to communicate with you. That was Shane whispering.
I didn't whisper.
Yeah, you did. Come on.
Unbeknownst to us, our audio recorder did in fact pick up this chilling whisper moments before.
Eliza, we really just want to set the record straight here. There's a lot of misinformation out there. Some people think you murdered your husband.
If you murdered your husband, turn the light off.
And I'm gonna need to see some intelligent responses for me to think that's actually you communicating with us. Turn the light off now if you didn't murder your husband.
Well, what is it, Eliza? If you think Aaron Burr was just a real hot slice of meat,
Yeah, a tall glass of water.
why don't you turn off that flashlight? All right now.
Is there anybody in here with us right now?
Can you say your name?
Say my name, Ryan. Say it to me right now if you want to talk. Going to club. Going to club?
Bear with me. Bear with me. Bear with me.
Bear with you.
I think we've been bearing with you.
Start speaking clearer. You seem like you're very frustrated right now.
I just really want to eat some olives.
Sadly, it was Eliza's choice in a second husband that would be the biggest threat to her future. That man was Aaron Burr. On July 1st, 1833, just over a year after Stefan's death, Morris-Jumel married former Vice President Aaron Burr. Eliza was 58 at the time of her marriage to a then 77-year-old Burr and had her own vast fortune and extensive real estate holdings. So why marry again? Because Eliza's union with Burr would provide the one thing she'd fought for her entire life: acceptance in high society. Despite his checkered past, Aaron Burr moved in the most elite circles of New York society, and by marrying him, she would finally be accepted and even began introducing herself as the, quote, Vice Queen of the United States, end quote.
That's cringy as hell, lady.
Oh, me? I'm the Vice Queen of the United States now. She doesn't have the greatest moral compass here,
No.
but she is funny. I'll say that.
Honestly, she seems like a good pair for Burr.
That's true. Those two are kind of a match made in heaven.
Yeah, he's
or
like,
hell.
He's like, a stone cold loser. She's a bit sketchy. Match made in heaven.
That's true. They could both be sketchy together.
Yeah.
And live their sketchy life out to the end.
Yeah, couple of skeeves.
It's destiny.
However, the marriage was a disaster, as Burr was a chronic debtor and spent Eliza's vast fortune faster than she could invest it. And after a year, she'd had enough and filed for divorce. But the only reason one could divorce in 1834 was by proving that your partner had been unfaithful. So, she arranged for a servant to testify that they'd seen Burr, quote, disporting himself with a lover, end quote. Eliza also hired the one attorney who would be most effective against this particular opponent, none other than Alexander Hamilton Jr.
Hey, remember that guy you shot unfairly and then it ruined your life? I'm gonna bring in his son and he's gonna do the divorce.
Yeah, she's a twisted lady.
Very funny.
Yeah.
Very, very funny.
I do like that she married him to get ahead in life
and then he just spent all her money.
That is very funny.
I admire that.
Never one to step down from a duel, Burr fired back, saying that Eliza had been unfaithful to him with 8 men. Eliza's claims were more believable, and on September 14th, 1836, the divorce finally went through. The same day, Aaron Burr died.
Rough Tuesday.
This guy just keeps getting wrecked over and over and over again. I've never seen a man lose so many battles in a row. It's kind of crazy.
As he lay dying, a clergyman reportedly asked the former vice president about his thoughts on the afterlife. Forever the politician, Burr simply answered, quote, "On that subject, I am coy," end quote. Indeed he is, as it's still unclear where exactly Aaron Burr is currently spending his afterlife. Paranormal investigator Vincent Carbone says there is plenty of supernatural activity in Burr's former bedroom at the Morris-Jumel mansion that could prove the former vice president is still very much in residence.
Well, we've arrived at Aaron Burr's room, America's notorious loser. By the way, this is one of the only known busts of Aaron Burr. Hello, sir. All right, Mr. Burr, Mr. Vice President, as you probably get a stiffy when you hear that.
Look at this. Did you see this little? I know we have things to do, but it's a little beetle. That's neat. I gotta get one of those for my home.
Right now, we are reaching out to Aaron Burr. We've been doing this all night. I'd love to see you. I'd love to ask you what you were thinking when you shot Hamilton.
At this moment, our producer hears whistling coming from somewhere in the house.
Where was it coming from?
If it was coming from somewhere, we went downstairs, not up.
Really quick, let's do it.
Shag ass though, you know.
Where could that be coming from? Who's down here whistling? You're not supposed to be here. Anybody down here? This is the basement. Mother of pearl. That actually got you to jump.
Made me jump a little bit too.
Fuck me, that scared the shit out of me.
After the investigation, we reviewed an audio recorder and camera left in the basement. What we found is perhaps one of the clearest pieces of evidence we've ever captured. Also found in our evidence review was more whistling coming from other parts of the house, specifically in the very room we returned to, Aaron Burr's bedroom. Is this the whistling of former Vice President Aaron Burr?
My thought is I think it's a person whistling.
So you think somebody broke into the house?
No, I think someone may have been idly whistling and not paid attention to it. I know Lorne was down there doing DIT stuff. It's possible he could have whistled.
This is often the skeptic's argument when the evidence is too strong. They'll just say, well, obviously, it's made up or someone's lying.
I go to the most logical thing, which is I think someone was whistling. It's possible someone was whistling. I think we can chalk it up to human error and someone being like, I don't think I was whistling.
And
no,
then,
I wasn't whistling. Or there could have been someone outside. We had cars going by. I heard the radio a few times from outside. This happens too.
Yeah, but with that
Whistles
place,
carry is the thing.
this happened throughout the entire shoot. This is only 2 of the clips.
Maybe someone was going on a walk outside, past the block a couple
You're
times.
right, someone went on a 5-hour walk, did a circle around the Morris-Jumel mansion.
I've whistled before without even thinking about it. So I'm going to assume someone whistled.
So, official explanation, just so I can make that clear after all the bullshit.
Someone was whistling.
Someone whistled, we said, hey, is that you whistling? They said no. Well, if that was by accident, please don't whistle anymore. And they went, got it.
It's possible.
What time is it? Oh, 11 p.m.? Let's keep going till 12 a.m. You know what? Why don't I keep whistling till 2 o'clock in the morning because I love whistling and claiming I'm not whistling.
Right.
Well, I think you've dug yourself enough of a hole there.
I don't think it's ghost.
Aaron Burr, do you regret shooting Alexander Hamilton? If you need a refresher...
I don't think he does. Did he regret it? I don't think he did.
That's him right there. His name is on our money because he's a very, very famous and successful and decorated man. Where's your dollar bill? They actually made a play about this man. It's called Hamilton. I don't want to spoil it for you, but you don't have the greatest part in this play. Do you think you have an unfair reputation, Mr. Burr? Vice President Burr. Can you say my name back to me? That's Ryan. To let me know you want to communicate. Are you happy with your life, Aaron? You're gonna have to...
Virgin.
Virgin?
Virgin.
She said it.
Let me see that $10 bill. Is he like? Okay.
It's funny. It's a funny bit.
Classic bit, but I'm also, it's not a bit. Okay, where are we headed?
An audio recorder left in Aaron Burr's room picked up these voices. Is this the voice of former Vice President Aaron Burr? To find out, we'll investigate his room and the second floor individually.
Get up there and find some ghosts.
Okay, you just holler when it's time for me to come back down. Okay, it's time for another solo investigation. This is when I, the person who doesn't believe in ghosts, walk around a bunch of dark rooms and I say a bunch of dumb bullshit to fill the time. I just want to admire some of the finer pieces in here. Look at this, a little vanity.
It's the same story every time we get up in the house. I feel very safe, and then I'm left to my own devices and I lose my mind. It's honestly hilariously clockwork-like at this point. I might be the only ghost hunter who doesn't want to see a ghost.
Any ghosts around? Look at, holy shit. Look at this clock. Let's appreciate this. Is that a thing of beauty or what? I thought we'd already seen the 2 sexiest clocks in the house, but boy was I wrong. God damn.
I'm sure the big guy's having a blast up there. Honestly, he's pretty tired right now. I bet you he's just laying down and sleeping. You have fun up there?
Yeah, there's a lot to admire up there.
A lot of history?
Yeah, well, just some nice pieces.
Well, let's just get this over with.
I pass this to my brethren in ghoul hunting. All right, get on up there!
Yay!
By the way, it was really, really scary.
Oh yeah, she said it every time.
It was really scary.
Oh, I'm sure it was, pal.
I'm gonna have nightmares about it.
Yeah.
My bed is gonna be wet.
Oh, this is awful. Per usual. Well. Look who it is. Me, ya boy. This is your chance to grab glory and murder the internet's favorite ghost hunter in cold blood. I hope you take advantage of it.
But if my baseline is not generally scared of these places, this was like 10 steps below that. It's just a really nice house. It was nice to walk around up there and look at nice things. It's a nice change of pace from, the shitholes we usually go to.
My hair's standing up, but I think it's just because I'm fucking scared. Wow, this is rather horrifying. Mr. Burr, I was talking a lot of trash earlier, and this is the time to really stick it to me. Show yourself. All right, folks, you leave me no choice. My name is Ryan. Can you say Ryan back to me to show me you want to talk? Eliza, are you in here?
I'm sure Ryan's being very thorough up there, asking the spirit box for clarifying statements, which it never once has given him.
Stefan, did your wife murder you? Yes or no? No? Anybody with me down here? Boy, do I hate these. Say my name, Ryan, if you want to communicate. No?
How was it up there? Real scary?
I didn't enjoy it, but I never enjoy it, so.
No.
When do I ever get what I want?
Did you hear anything?
Not really, to be honest.
Oh.
Let's walk on out of here. Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
I'd like to leave.
Adios, Georgie, all the other dudes, and the lady and her kids.
Au revoir, Stefan.
Oh, wait. Apparently, if you don't say goodbye to Eliza, she will follow you home, so.
Oh.
Goodbye, Eliza. It's been nice. Thanks for having us over. Follow me on Instagram or something.
It's a gorgeous house.
Can't wait to see it never again.
The impressive history of the Morris-Jumel mansion is undeniable, a living piece of American history that hosted a veritable who's who of our founding fathers, as well as the extraordinary self-made woman who owned the sprawling estate. But whether Eliza and Aaron Burr still roam these hallowed halls will remain unsolved.
You feel that? You feel the vibe of Gettysburg?
It's ominous.
Took us 5 years, but we're finally here. At the Farnsworth House Inn, the most haunted inn in the world, or some say.
I'd say we're dressed for the occasion.
I'd say so too. It's packed full of Confederate soldiers and we're dressed in Union garb.
Well, let's give them the business then, I'd say, huh?
Especially since they murdered my family and forced me to enlist in the Union Army.
Oh, yes, and I'm a general.
That's right. After you, General.
Improv, baby.
This week on BuzzFeed Unsolved, we investigate the Farnsworth House Inn as part of our ongoing investigation into the question, are ghosts real? It doesn't get old ever?
You know what? No. It really doesn't.
The house was used as both a sniper's den and a makeshift hospital during the Battle of Gettysburg, one of the bloodiest battles of the Civil War. Its bullet-riddled walls would have been where hundreds, if not thousands, would tragically lose their lives.
Hey, something to point out.
Point it out.
This is an episode about the Civil War.
Yes.
We're both wearing blue.
Not quite the shade. Mine's
It's blue,
more like
it's
a
blue,
sky
come
blue,
on.
and yours is more, you kind of look like Paddington Bear. But
Michel Gondry ass over here.
You look like you're gonna ask me for some marmalade. Those Mario Brothers? You're like the third one, Luigi. But I see what you're saying, and to that note, we are going to be dressed in full Union soldier attire.
Oh.
For the most part.
Well, I'm glad I packed my mustache then.
I gotta say, the prospect of pissing off Confederate ghosts by wearing Union outfits.
Ooh, you gotta love it.
Let's get into it.
Okay.
Construction on the home began around 1810, and new sections were added in 1833, transforming the building into the house we know it as today. The home was later named after Brigadier General Elon John Farnsworth, a Union soldier who died at just 25 years old during the Battle of Gettysburg.
Right off the bat, we're greeted by good old Abe Lincoln.
Konnichiwa, motherfuckers.
Oh.
You murdered my family. Now you're gonna fucking die.
Were the Japanese involved in the Civil War?
No, it was like 40 Chinese dudes, but
Oh.
I assume these ghosts are all racist, so they probably think those are the same thing.
they don't like you one bit. And they can go fuck themselves.
That's right.
Fought between July 1st and July 3rd of 1863. The Battle of Gettysburg is widely regarded as the turning point of the Civil War. Tragically, it was also among its bloodiest battles. Of the 165,000 plus soldiers who fought over those 3 brutal days, at least 46,000 were injured and over 7,000 lost their lives on the battlefield.
It's less than I thought. I mean, 7,000 people is a lot of people to die.
That's a lot of people.
That's a lot of 7,000 people, a lot of people.
Yeah, it's like, what are you getting at here?
That's a lot of people dead.
I think I have no problem saying I would have probably been a deserter, to be honest. I don't give a shit.
I would have fragged my commanding officer.
I wouldn't have
Just
fragged
rolled
him.
a grenade under his cot and been like,
I
"See
would
you
have been
later."
like, hey guys, I gotta go take a piss. And then I would climb up a tree and I would just sit up there and I would just wait. Just so like, coast clear. And then I would come up, I'd throw a bunch of dirt on myself and be like,
"Oh, that was real scary,
you know,
huh?"
headbutt a tree a couple times, get all bloody. Sarge!
During the Civil War, the home was owned by the Sweeney family, but they sought refuge elsewhere as Confederate soldiers took control of the property. The home was just over a mile away from the battlefield, and possessed a tall enough structure that made the property an optimal shelter for Confederate sharpshooters, who were tasked with sniping Union soldiers as they crossed Cemetery Hill. It is believed that one of these snipers shot 20-year-old Jenny Wade as she worked in her sister's kitchen in their nearby home. She was the only civilian killed in the Battle of Gettysburg. Thankfully, Union soldiers retook the property by force on the third day of battle, and by late afternoon, the Confederate army had retreated and Gettysburg was won. As for the snipers who shot Jenny Wade, it's said their spirits haunt the attic of the building where they were posted.
So this is the attic. This is where those shitty sharpshooters were stationed. Now, I'm gonna take my hat off right now, not because of any sign of reverence. It's because my head feels like a fucking baked potato right now. If I don't take it off, my head's gonna explode. All right. That woman you killed, by the way, she had a name. Jenny Wade. If you're sitting over there, take a look at this. Jenny Wade, you shot her while she was doing dishes.
A handsome woman.
And what did you do? Killed her in cold blood in her own kitchen. I can't think of anything more disrespectful. I don't know if it was on purpose or if it was because you have the shittiest aim this side of the Mississippi, but you did kill her. Do you have anything to say about that?
I wouldn't mind sleeping up here, honestly.
It's nice and cool.
The sound of the rain is really quite calming.
And if you're up here with those fellas, pretty sure you're not gonna get hurt.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna leave this photograph right here, just so you can kind of take a look at it. She's right there.
If you want to, feel free to look at that photograph.
Oh boy.
At this moment, our audio recorder picked up this strange dragging noise. Could this be the sound of a sniper rifle being put into position? Eyewitness accounts from the room named for the Sweeney family, who once owned the property, tell a vivid story of one soldier who may have never left. As a guest of the inn lay in bed, she heard the door to her room open and footsteps stride across the creaky wooden floor. Thinking it was her husband finally coming in from the tavern, the woman reached up to turn on the light and found no one in the room. Positive she had been dreaming, she turned off the light and went back to bed. Again, the door opened and footsteps made their way across the floor. But this time, she felt someone sit at the edge of her bed and begin to take off their heavy boots, setting them down one by one in front of the dresser. She reached up to turn on the light, and once again, the woman found herself to be quite alone in her room, with nothing but the imprint of where someone had once sat on the edge of her bed, outlined in her comforter.
Let's go to the Sweeney room now. Apparently, a psychic who visited this place would not even enter this room.
Well, they say stuff like that a lot.
That's fair. That is fair.
I mean...
Hey, could one of you ghosts sit on this bed? I'd love to see your buns.
I mean, that's what we're here for. We traveled very far from California to see your beautiful buns.
There ain't nothing more in this world that I want to see right now than those man mounds. So let's have it.
Put those two beautiful cakes on here. Let's see them. Just get them on there. Come on now.
That's not what I want to see.
Come on now.
If you could demonstrate what the butt print might look like.
Let's get my old flat ass on there. And I'm really gonna...
Yeah, there we go. Yep. Okay. Nice and hot. Don't know about the weird motion of the ocean you're doing, but you know what? You're right. I think that's sufficient.
Okay.
Okay, an extra, a bonus. I like that. Don't you fucking dare sit. You son of a. After all that, I mean, there's kind of an ass print.
If I walked in here and saw that, I wouldn't say, now that's an ass.
No, that's weak, if anything.
Okay. Well, that is...
Yeah, you like...
Quite a view. What do you... Don't... Are you there? Did you just get possessed? What's going... Hello? Ryan! This is the scariest thing that's ever happened on this show. What are you doing right now? Ryan? Ricky?
Just kidding.
Okay. Again.
Look at that. Look at the outline right there. You can
No,
see the
but-
clear outline of the
No.
ass right there, and the crack. That's a strong crack.
Yeah, it all just looks like wrinkles, though.
Is there anybody in here with us? Say my name back to me if you want to communicate. My name is Ryan. What do you want to talk about? November 23rd.
It's a hot, cool day.
It's very specific.
What did it say?
Did you hear that?
No.
I heard, I'm in pain. I'm serious. I am fucking serious. Help!
I'm in pain!
No, I'm serious. It sounded, I'll rewind this fucking footage right now. Let's cut and let's fucking rewind the footage. Why are you in pain?
Are you bleeding?
What? You realize you're a prolific loser.
Cool. What did it say?
Is that so?
Yes, that's so.
That is so. You are prolifically one of the biggest losers in history, if not the biggest. Well, we're gonna leave. Do you not want us to leave?
Leave?
You know, you're the first person who's ever told me to leave when I asked that. I appreciate the honesty. You are an asshole, but... Well, that was eventful.
That was a lot. That was a lot of the radio.
I don't know.
The Schultz family, who has owned the property since 1972, claim there are 16 spirits that currently occupy the residence. Several of these are that of fallen soldiers from the Battle of Gettysburg. They believe that these spirits continue to patrol the house, quote, as if stuck in a continual loop, forever fulfilling their military duties, end quote. However, one of the non-soldier spirits is a woman found in the Schultz room, named for the current owners of the home. Guests have reported the sensation of being tucked in under their covers at night. Many attribute this to the possible ghost of a midwife from the 1800s, who may have worked at the home while it was being used as a makeshift hospital after the war.
This is the Schultz room here. You know, you okay?
Yeah, I hit the ceiling a little.
A little too much booze before the war.
Not enough booze.
Maybe.
That's the thing about this show.
Oh, very good.
You
I
like
like
that?
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
you son of a bitch. Hello, my name is Ryan. I'd like to be tucked in, please. Thank you.
I'm Shane. Yes, tuck me in too. I'm a sweet guy.
Please tuck me in, Mama. Pretty, please. Please. I can't do it. My little arms hurt too much.
My little baby arms can't do it
You know, just a couple of grown men in Union General outfits crying like a baby.
Yeah.
That's
They're
commitment.
like, why are they wearing blue uniforms? They should be wearing gray ones.
Bones on that one.
bones on that
Fucking
one, dude.
burn them, dude. Burn them.
Why don't we turn the lights off just for 30 seconds?
Yeah, that's
and see
right.
if-
And maybe they'll tuck us in there.
yeah, see what happens.
Do you like that more? Will
Here
you
we
tuck,
go.
Will you tuck us in now?
Okay, now let's give them the old.
Silence, silence. Here you go.
Oh, these beautiful butterflies on the ceiling.
Yeah.
This is actually a dream come true for me. I would
you're a-
love nothing more than to stare up at all these beauties every night before I.
Oh shit, that's right. I always forget that you're a huge freak.
Perhaps the most well-known spirit in the Farnsworth House Inn is that of an 8-year-old boy named Jeremy. The story goes that in the 1800s, Jeremy was playing horse and wagon tag when he tripped and was run over by a passing carriage. Local townspeople carried the boy inside the home where he sadly passed away, in what is now the Sarah Black Room, named after a previous owner of the home. People believe Jeremy to be a very active yet benevolent ghost, mostly known for his playfulness. Recently, one guest filmed a little boy rolling a marble to what appeared to be no one, only to have it roll back perfectly every time. despite no physical reason for its return. One guest even claims to have captured Jeremy's visage in the small mirror in the bathroom, which, according to the story, is the exact location of Jeremy's death.
I'm excited to see if the marbles work on this boy.
Yeah.
And if it does, perhaps I'll lose my marbles.
I think you lost those a while ago, buddy. We're on season 7. You're gone.
Fuck you, but also true.
Jeremy, I heard what happened to you.
That stinks, man.
I know it happened in this bathroom. Do you want to talk about it?
If you move the marbles, we'll let you go to heaven.
Jesus, man.
That's what you gotta tell him.
It's fucked up.
These are my methods, man.
You're fucked up, man. You're mad, man.
You're too afraid to say this kind of stuff, but that's what's gonna get results.
I don't know about that.
Say it.
I don't know about that.
Lie to him.
Jeremy, if you play with these marbles, I'll buy you an ice cream.
And he'll
That's all
talk to God and let you go to heaven.
I won't do that, but there's an ice cream shop right across the street. I'll get you a nice cone.
And if you don't move these marbles, you'll go to hell.
That is also not true, Jeremy.
If you don't move these marbles, you're going straight to hell. Whee!
Yeah, look at move. Wait, Shane, why don't you roll one towards me? Show him what we
The
want.
most fun a boy could have.
Were you a marble guy?
No.
Surprising.
When do you think I was born?
What was that?
I heard sounded almost like that curtain moving in there. Was somebody in the bathroom? Jeremy, is that you?
There was a noise in there.
I hear that you like to show up in people's pictures in the mirror.
Shush.
Jeremy? Can you let us know you're here?
Ryan, go in the bathroom alone.
Sure.
Close the door behind you. Turn off your light.
Okay. I need my phone to take a picture. Jeremy? Are you in here with me?
Jeremy, Ryan's all alone right now. He'd love for you to visit him.
Jeremy, I hear you like to show up in pictures. Do you know what a picture is?
They had pictures.
That's true. Here we go, Jeremy. I'm gonna turn off my light and I'm gonna take some pictures in the mirror. This is a classic horror movie trope.
Ryan does this at home all the time.
It's how I have fun. Let me look in that photo. Nothing in that one, Jeremy. Let's take it again. I'm actually pretty suspensed out right now. Let me see. Let me see. Ooh, there's a little orb right there.
We got an orb.
Jeremy, are you in here with me? Oh no, that's just a reflection.
That was not, that's a false orb?
False orb.
Okay,
We got a
all
false
right.
orb in
Jesus
here.
Christ. My heart started racing.
Jeremy, since it's been a little tough to talk to you in other methods, we have a flashlight right here. All you have to do is tap it to turn it on. Jeremy, are you in here with us right now? Turn the flashlight on right now if you are.
Well, I guess he's not in here. What other room are we going to?
Is there anybody else in this room with us that's not Jeremy? If so, turn off the light right now. Ooh, we got some flickers. Oh, maybe. Okay, if you're a Confederate soldier with us in here, a rebel, turn on the light right now. That would be a no. If you're none of those people, turn on the light. Oh.
Who's
Is it
here?
a turn off and a turn on? Do you have nothing to do with the Civil War? If so, turn off the light. Oh. Oh. Kind of nailing it right now, okay. I'll figure out.
It's like 20 questions.
I'll-
This
I'll-
is fun.
I'll figure out who you are. Who are you? This is fascinating, okay. I wish you could give us a hint.
It's cool that you visited here, and I'm sorry that you died and are haunting this place, but you're not like a super interesting person.
No. Did you die here? If you did, turn off the light. Then why are you here?
What are you doing? Did you just like it here?
Do you just love Civil War history? Is that what it is? Turn off the light if you love Civil War history. Okay, you're really
This person's fucking weird,
You're
man.
just a strange being. Do you think we're boring? Turn off the light if you think we're boring, because then I'll know you're lying. I've been called many things in my life. Oh, you motherfucker. I swear to God.
He don't like that.
You better not turn that fucking light off. I dare you, buddy boy. You're in for a world of hurt. Oh, no, you did not.
I don't think you're a boring guy. I'm tired of you, and I'm tired of your whole situation. You know, we've talked to a lot of ghosts.
Yeah, that's true.
Because they're real.
Yeah.
And you're one of the dumbest motherfuckers we've ever spoken to. Dull as hell.
We're gonna leave now.
This sucks.
If you don't want us to leave, turn off the light. Really hope you don't. Good. Okay. Well, goodbye then.
That's incredibly rude of them.
And they turn off the light. They don't want us to leave.
I don't
Too
give a
bad.
shit.
Yeah, too bad.
We're fun guys. We're fun guys, and we're good. We're good at parties.
Okay, we're leaving.
Bye, Jeremy.
The most haunted part of the building might be the cellar, which during the Civil War was turned into a temporary field hospital to treat those wounded in battle. The makeshift ward would witness countless deaths and injuries throughout the harrowing days and weeks that followed.
Down to the big bad we go.
This is a low door.
It is. This is the cellar.
The cellar.
Jesus fucking Christ.
This is the cellar. This is this was used as a makeshift Civil War hospital back in the day. This is probably where the bodies were dumped. This cellar.
Yeah.
So obviously not great.
I mean,
but
I gotta dump them out of the attic window, you know.
In very,
dump them down here.
That's true.
Is there anybody down here with us? Can you turn that light off?
If Abraham Lincoln is down here, turn that light on.
Oh shit. Love your address, dude. It was good.
If Robert E. Lee is down here, can you turn that light on? That's a big get right there.
That ain't him. He's not hanging around some fucking basement.
Why not? He lost. Hey, Bobby, if that is you, you really blew it.
Yeah, suck my balls, dude.
Bob, if you would like to suck our balls, can you turn that light off?
Yeah, if you would love to suck our balls, turn that light off.
Oh wow, dude.
Okay, great.
At this moment, our audio recorder picks up this threatening voice.
My body is very bulky. I got no ass meat. I'm sure he's not going to be very
To make matters worse, there's also a door in the cellar with a cross painted on it by none other than famed investigator Lorraine Warren. The owners of the building claim the door is said to be trapping a dark entity behind it.
Well, I mean, can we open it?
I don't think we can. I mean, they didn't say I couldn't, but I feel like we
just want to
shouldn't.
try.
Why? Why would you do that? Did you open it?
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Well, it just looks like the sort of AC unit and stuff for the hot water heater.
Just keeping the heat in.
Well, come on out if anyone was in there. Hope you slipped through the crack when I opened it.
Not thrilled that you opened that door.
You know what? When I opened it, I felt something move past me.
Did you? Did you?
Ryan, I did.
I hope it eats your soul when you're down
Me too.
here by yourself. 'Cause
Me too.
We're gonna be down here by ourselves, by the way.
This is where we're doing our individuals.
Which I'm not thrilled about.
Well, you won't be alone down here.
I will be alone down here.
You'll have this creepy child.
Yeah, look at that.
Who doesn't want that next to them?
Hi, Ryan.
Are you trying to intimidate me or the ghost?
I don't really know, but yeah, I'm gonna go down there.
Yeah. What do you think you're gonna find?
I hope I find the devil. I hope he's real red and has a little pointy tail.
I hope he does too. I hope he does
I
too.
get to kiss him.
Well, I hope you don't come back upstairs.
Okay, I'll be back.
All right.
Oh, fucking every fucking time I hit this fucking door.
Jesus Christ, some anger issues.
Okay, heading down to the basement by myself. What are we gonna find down here? Probably the same stuff we found before.
I've never wanted to fight a ghost on this show, but this is the first place I feel like, well, I guess the Axe Murder House, but I was scared of that guy. These fucking rebel wank jobs. Yeah, I don't know. I think I could handle myself down there with these guys.
As haunted places go, this place is one of the first ones that's this decked out. They really got this place bumping with some freaky shit. Like my good friend here, this guy. Hello, sir. Those are some lovely, what are those, daisies, lilies? You don't look well. Oh yeah, if there's any ghosts or ghouls or mummies or Draculas.
He always talks about mummies and Draculas. Never once have I said there's been a mummy or a Dracula in a building. It would be pretty fucking sweet though.
I'm gonna turn my light off. That's a great golden opportunity for you to come out and just, you know, goose me, wiggle me around, pull my hair, spit in my mouth, do whatever you gotta do to make me personally believe in you. It would be such a get, you guys, you don't even know. Millions of people will watch this. And if you know, say hi to me right now, it'd be pretty fucking sweet. I'd flip my lid. I'd have to eat a big old humble pie. I'd have feathers sticking out of my mouth, all the crow I'd be eating. I'd be pooping feathers for months.
Now I'm ready to hunt ghosts. Oh, actually, that made me a little dizzy.
Is that my time? The time has come. All right, well, sorry folks. You had your chance, as you always do, and you didn't take it, as it always sort of shakes out.
You see anything down there?
Oh, Ryan, I don't even want to talk about it.
You know, wait, Ryan. I think there's something really off about this place.
Did you just, did I say that? Did you read my mind?
No, I'm just going off the script here.
I know we joke. We have fun here.
Yeah.
Something right down there.
Okay. You did your part.
Something right down there.
You did your part.
I don't envy him right now. It was the scariest place I ever been. There's a gorgile and several pictures.
Somebody talked to me upstairs. That was one of you rebel assholes. And if you'd like to show yourself and you find yourself to be a big man, come get me.
If you're a history buff, you like the Civil War, you gotta check it out. But it does smell.
You were really talkative upstairs. Somebody said they were in pain. They said, help me, I'm in pain. But I assume, once again, that was one of you rebel assholes. In which case, I'm not gonna help you. But I can finish you off. You know what I mean?
Ryan's having fun down there. Well,
you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Is this what it feels like to be Shane in one of these shitty places?
I'd love one of these days for him to come out of a solo investigation covered in blood, but his own blood. Maybe for the finale of this season, fingers crossed. We'll get there.
I've said this earlier today, but you guys really are the most prolific losers in history. I heard Ryan. Was it Ryan? Did someone finally decide to show up to class? What? What's her name? You know what a racist is? Not me. Did you just say you? Fuck you, dude. Whoa. Where was that? What, can you say that again? What's your name? What?
Out of all the historical sites, I would like to visit the moon the most. That's one that I'd be like, are you kidding me? You know, they put a little flag up there. That I'd like to see. This place is cool though, I guess.
It looks like our time alone has come to its startling conclusion, folks. But this has been fun. And I hope you learned something. I hope you learned that you took sass from a mustachioed Asian Hispanic man. Enjoy that L. Adios, dickheads.
Well, another one in the books.
The history of the Farnsworth House Inn is one of unimaginable tragedy and bloodshed, so close to a battlefield that witnessed the deaths of thousands. It is impossible to comprehend the brutal fate suffered by so many, but whether those lost souls still patrol its hallways will remain unsolved.